3, 2.
Si puento.
Si cuenta.
Si puento.
Si,
Wait,
si,
I gotta do
si
the,
cuente.
what is it?
The clap. Hey, Joe.
That was it.
I'm sorry. I think you're supposed to do it again because I'm not supposed to say something.
Oh, okay. No, that wasn't good.
That was it.
That was a good. No? Try it. You try it. Go. Nah.
That was weak.
That
Hey,
was
let's go here. Okay, let's
That
go.
was the
Welcome
one.
Welcome all to episode 31 of the None of Our Business podcast.
Woo.
We
Hey.
are your hosts.
Hey.
Oh, I was gonna say Philly for that. Ah,
Dang.
no Philly.
I wonder why, Joe.
Philly's not here today.
But that sounds like Philly over there.
Hey.
Hey.
We got Keenan, Canine, C. Duncan,
And I'm high.
Keenan
as
Dunkaroos,
shit.
and I'm Joe. But today
We have a guest host.
we have
Special host guest.
Sean Parkeezy.
What is up?
My kneesy.
It is good to be back.
Hey.
Good to be back without a stuffy nose this time,
Nice.
baby.
How's that voice sound with that non-stuffy nose?
Very, very not uptight.
Not uptight.
We are
Sensual.
we're very loose today.
Guys, we
Yes.
don't have Philly today.
No, we don't.
You know,
oh, there's a camera too.
We get to let
Come
loose.
on.
Philly,
Hey.
you're not here.
So fuck.
Yeah, fuck.
You done
you,
fucked
fuck-
up.
You done fucked up.
You done
Replaced
goofed.
you,
We
Philly.
have nobody to correct us
No.
and
So
hit
I
us with
guess-
some knowledge.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm the voice of reason.
You
today.
are now.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Well, then we're fucked.
Yeah, you guys are
Because there is
fucked.
no reason.
Yeah.
Nope.
No reason at all because it's none of our business.
Because it's none of our
There's no
business.
reason. I'm just the voice.
Yeah.
He's just a voice with no reason.
Mm.
Sean Park.
How
Welcome
are
back.
you?
It is good to
sir?
be back, sir. It is good to
And
be
it's a
back.
special day today as well that you're back on because we're celebrating your 22nd,
29th.
29th.
No, we'll
birthday.
stick with 22nd. Yeah, that sounds a lot cooler.
Not for me.
20,
man.
29th,
29th.
though. Yeah.
29.
Hey.
29 on
See,
Wednesday,
See, 29.
baby.
It's
Shit.
shit. Where's
You're about to break the 3-0.
I know.
The
he
real
is.
double
Yeah,
digits.
dude, I'm almost there, dude. Everyone's telling me that right
I'm gonna
now.
pop.
so.
I'm gonna pop this unbranded beer.
Totally 100% not gaff tape.
Not gaff tape or not Heineken. Because it isn't. So fuck you guys. Cheers to Sean.
Cheers, hey man.
Park.
Cheers, boys.
Shine.
Hey,
Yeah, man. It's
Yay.
seriously, guys. It's good to be back.
Dude,
it's good to see you
yes.
guys.
It is
Dude.
also good to be back.
it is, isn't it?
We were on a break and we came back strong with four new episodes.
Yeah.
No, 6.
It's been 6 episodes.
6 episodes. That's right.
25. Yeah, from 20,
Mhm.
25.
to 31.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's been 6
It's been
episodes.
6.
We're so happy to be back.
Yeah, dude. Hey,
Mm.
hey.
When you
Yeah.
told me, hey, can I come back? Can I come back for like my birthday's coming up? Can I come back? I'm like,
Remember that?
all right, let me tell the guys. And they were like, fuck yeah.
Dude, yo.
The good
That's
thing though, here's the good thing, is that you didn't come back right away. Because that would have been weird if you just came back right off the bat and we have other, guests that have been by and
Because we're not
we didn't want to
selfish.
show favoritism
Exactly.
or anything.
No.
We love you all.
No, man, you got to show love to everybody else.
Yeah,
man.
so
Spread the
I'm
love,
glad that
baby.
we brought you back, sometime afterwards. So
No, and
that-
I enjoyed listening to all the different guests you guys have had too.
Dude,
So
yeah, we have
it's
some
like
good
it's a
guests.
2-way street, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
It
dude,
works.
I pride ourselves in the variety of guests that we've had.
Mm-hmm.
Because we haven't had the same type of people on, or with you a returning guest obviously, but besides that, and it's been mixed, it's been women, it's been men, and we still don't have any white people, so everything's working out
variety.
just fine.
Diversity.
So
Yeah.
there's partial diversity, a biased diversity, but yeah, dude, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're here
Yes,
with us.
welcome.
No, man. Hey,
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
here we go. One more time, baby. Let's go.
Huzzah.
Let's go.
I'm gonna hold the mic.
What?
Yeah, because I
That's
don't want to keep
sacrilegious.
I don't want to keep leaning like
How
this.
dare you not
What do you
follow
mean?
protocol?
Fuck you.
You
I
see
do what I
this?
want.
We have it recorded, Philly. You can
So since
reprimand
Keenan isn't
Joe.
here, I can do what I want.
you should turn off my mic when you get the opportunity to do that.
I'm gonna turn off your mic, kick you out. So
Yes. Bring it, Joe.
I'm feeling like I need to state the whole issue with a man cold and a cold a woman gets.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of talk that a man cold doesn't exist, but there was recently a report that it does in fact exist.
Man
If-
cold.
A man cold, yeah, like when a man gets sick
It's sick.
and he gets
Everybody
a cold.
gets sick.
Right.
We're
Yeah,
humans.
no. But you know how women say, "Oh, he has a man cold. He can't do anything." Da 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 da.
Never heard that before.
I've actually never heard that until you
Oh,
mentioned
man.
it. Yeah.
Joe's just sexist.
like if Phil were here, he'd be like, elaborate on that. Phil would be like,
Well, no,
elaborate.
no,
Give
okay,
us, give us where you
I
heard that
guarantee
from.
you, it's an
It's a
actual
thing.
thing. It
Okay.
happens. Well, I don't want to say it's more common with married couples or relationships,
Mhm.
but I mean, it's the perfect scenario where you get to see two sides of a cold.
So what is a man cold?
well, they
Because
say
everybody gets a cold.
Okay, they
and
say that. Okay, they say that when a man gets a cold, it's like severe and it's hard for them to move around and it's the
Yeah,
worst
you're
thing in the
sick.
world.
You have to stay in bed.
Okay, but then when a woman gets a cold, she still has to do everything. She still has to clean. She still does all these things.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going. With
So
this.
they're saying that
I think I know where he's
it's
going.
a man cold, but it does in fact exist. Men when men do get a cold, it is it's different because of biologically,
Mhm.
men and women are different.
I mean, I see
Am
what
I
you're
tripping?
saying. No, I see what you're saying
Uh-huh.
though, because like when a man gets sick, usually like he's just focusing on taking care of himself so he can go back to work and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but when a mom gets sick, like she's still taking care of the kids and stuff and still doing all this stuff at the house and
Mhm.
That's what I'm trying to say.
you know what I mean?
And
Like, so I see where you're going.
then,
but-
and then there are women who complain that I'm not nothing against women or anything like that. This isn't like a male chauvinist
It
situation.
is now for Joe.
Fuck you. It isn't. but there is talks that like women would say, oh well, he has a man cold. All of a sudden he can't do anything. But there was a report that came out. I can't remember when it was, but it did come out that stated that a man does indeed get sicker, or it does a cold does affect him differently than it would a woman. I might have to look this shit
Dude,
up.
yeah,
Probably
I
because
don't know
wonder
if
what
it
the
goes that
level
far.
of coldness we're talking about here. Because I remember when I had a cold and I was super sick. I was immobile. I couldn't lift. I felt really, really weak. I drank soup and ate vitamins all day and stuff like that. It really affected my body. So if a woman,
But was that a
gets-
flu or was it a cold?
I don't know. It was something. Yeah, apparently, we're talking
Were you
about,
getting like cold sweats and shit, or
Yeah, I was getting hot, and cold. And,
that might have been a flu? That's different. It's completely different. What the fuck?
That's the secret, Captain.
yeah.
Keenan's always hot.
He's always
He's always hot.
Actually, I am. I'm pretty warm. Yeah.
You actually love to stay warm.
Well, yeah. It's my superpower.
That's weird. That's a weird superpower.
Flame on,
It
dude.
is
Flame
my,
on.
my real superpower, and I said this in front of
Worthless
I
superpowers.
did that in my speech class, but it came out completely wrong. Because in my speech class, we had to like nobody. You know those classrooms you're in, and nobody says anything when a teacher asks a question.
Yes.
So
I'm always the guy that's like, all right, fuck it.
Exactly.
Here we go.
This is a speech class, and nobody's saying anything when the teacher asks questions. So I was like, I'll answer your question. And I said the most ridiculous thing, but was true, was that I produce a lot of body heat, some not radioactive thing, but like energy,
But-
escapes at a higher rate than probably most humans would. So I can wear like.
Do you
a
know that
thin-
for a fact? Or
Well,
you're just saying that?
based off of let me get to it.
Okay.
Joe. Based off of my testings with family members and myself, there can be like a thin sheet, if I'm in the bed with my brom.
All right, with the Brahm. I love it.
My brother or my mom, back when we were living in the house together, it would get super, super warm.
hmm
And they would keep hovering over to my side of the bed, which I really frustrated on. But because they're moving closer towards the heat, I produce a lot of heat. So I don't need
But
a
you're
lot of
always
bed sheets.
cold too.
That's probably the thing, is because I'm releasing so much heat. Now I was equating that to even like a loss of iron deficiency or something like that.
Like anemia
Where-
or something.
Yeah, where if you had a lot more, I guess, iron in your system, you can absorb and keep most of that heat before
Right.
it dissipates. So for my body, it dissipates a lot of heat. Not enough to be the Human Torch. Awesome. But
Which would be awesome.
yeah. Then hell no, it might be real, and
Speaking of the
Who
Human
knows?
Torch, this is a weird segue. Marvel announced that they're going to do a new Spider-Man comic with probably a crossover with the Fantastic Four.
Really?
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's pretty fucking cool.
and it's I don't know. There's like rumors that it's actually going to be a continuation of like Tobey Maguire's story as
Why?
Spider-Man,
But
in a comic book.
Wasn't Tom?
So it would be Spider-Man 4,
Mm-hmm.
but in comic book instead of like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And also,
Are we all doing that now? Is that
Yeah.
how it is?
I feel like
no,
you know,
well,
I
you're
feel
in a-
more
well,
official
you're,
like
you're,
that,
you're,
yeah.
you're in a perfect
I know,
position,
but
so
I
it
feel
works
left
for
out
you.
now.
I mean, you do it. You
I
do
I
wanna
just
what
want
you
the camera to be able to see this face, bro.
Yeah,
I don't,
100%.
I don't want to neglect the
See, now-
watchers, the
now
viewers.
I'm one of those people that you're going to talk about narration. Who has to fit into the group now. So
No.
one feels left out.
No, Keenan Dunkervus must join the fray. He slowly removes the microphone from the stand. Let us watch. Gentle as ever. Beautiful. I don't know how accurate of an English accent that is. A British,
so majestic.
majestic in all its grace.
Awesome.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's kind of what the rumors are. It might just be a crossover,
Okay.
which would still be dope. But you guys
Mm.
really don't care about comic books.
No.
Like that,
No.
so yeah, whatever. Fuck you and the fucking
It's truly
Dick
none of our
Rodon.
business.
road.
But the one thing you can talk about that you both share an experience with is 2 games that your team won.
The black and gold.
Yeah.
Black
And fucking gold, baby.
What's up?
What's
Yeah.
up?
But
What is good?
the camera's over there.
Oh, is that so?
Are you looking that way?
I was watching the TV too.
He was
Like,
cross-eyed, like- He was looking at the TV.
Oh
he was-
man, but
Yeah.
yeah, the last couple of games that we've played,
Mhm.
we beat we beat San Jose, right? No, yeah,
we beat
we beat San Jose just now.
Mm.
Smashed them.
We beat those guys.
Is that
was-
on TV? Do they broadcast your games?
they're streaming them on some
On YouTube?
yeah, on YouTube or something
They
like
get
that.
streamed on YouTube, and
have
I
to
think
pay
they're like
for it.
on Univision or Telemundo or one of those.
I think they also
Oh no, the
stream.
Open Cup.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's only on ESPN Plus.
Is it okay?
Yeah, and then any like
The
illegal
Ocho
streaming
channel.
site. The Ocho.
Yeah, but anyway, so the U.S. Open Cup is basically a huge tournament that U.S. Soccer holds this
Mm.
big ass tournament, right?
Mm.
And basically, it goes from every level, from like the bottom of the minors
Mhm.
all the way to the MLS,
Mm.
and the teams that are from the bottom, they work their way up. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And they progress. And right now, there's one team from St. Louis who's like, they're like a minor league team, so they work their way up, and they're starting to kick
They're
teams' asses
still-
and stuff. And so they're actually
That's
making
great.
a pretty nice little run. And but anyway, so basically, it's just to find out who's the best in the U.S. That's
Mhm.
basically what this tournament's all about.
Mm.
And yeah, like we played our first game against Real Salt Lake, Utah team,
was-
and we kicked their ass over there at their house
Was it two weeks?
2 weeks ago. That was 2
yeah.
weeks ago.
Mm.
That was 2 weeks ago.
And then we
Smashed
beat
them.
San Jose this week, and that felt great.
That was a great win.
That was
both
a
were there for
great
that.
win.
Yeah, I was a flag bearer.
I was gonna say you're the one in your Instagram. Joe's on the field.
I had the honor of
Yeah.
walking
On the
out.
flag.
I had the honor of walking out with the TSG flag
Yeah,
Yo, man.
tear
onto the
across your
field.
Just one singular
tear.
tear, you know?
She really did. I was.
cheek.
this is my TSG padrino right here.
Hey, what's up,
He's
baby?
the one who brought me in.
Yeah.
Shout out Tony.
Super grateful.
Tony.
Everybody was a witness.
That's my
to it.
padrino right
You
there.
brought him in on the podcast. Convinced him.
Dude, it was fucking phenomenal. And not I mean, we all participated in the event like some way. Well, not all of us, but I was able to participate in it. Sam brought out the 3252 flag. Sue, she was the falconer, the honorary falconer.
But that, by the way, is a huge fucking deal.
Yes.
Honorary
That's a huge
Falconer?
deal. Yeah, because
Okay.
what the falconer does is they bring out the falcon, and the falcon does like this little they do like acrobatics and stuff, and like they catch the little pouch that says the other team's name on it and the logo, and it's a nice little tradition that we have.
Yeah, little tradition.
And she got to be that, and she got to be the one to hold the hawk, not the hawk, falcon. God damn it, listen to me. But no, she got to hold the falcon, and it was really cool. It was really cool.
Dope.
And normally, like, that's restricted to like celebrities and stuff.
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah.
Real famous people.
Wow.
And,
So the fact that she was out there doing it was like, damn, that's crazy.
and I think she's the first. No, I don't think that's right. Maybe I feel like Jimmy, the president, might have done it too. But she might be one of the first few people to actually do it from the 3252. You know what I mean?
That's
So it's like, yeah, dude, fuck yeah. When I saw her when I was on the Capo stand, and I saw her on the screen, I was like, yeah, baby.
He just dropped what I was the next part of that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
This is my capo right here.
Your capo.
That's my capo. So he got to go to the capo stand and lead the chants for 3252.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it was phenomenal.
it was
Everybody's
fucking
That's
so
like
proud
the
of him.
conductor's seat, right?
Yeah,
Basically, yeah.
yeah, pretty much. And it was dope because the day prior was his birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was dope. He got
Good
up
birthday
there.
gift.
Everybody celebrated with him. It was dope. It was,
Yeah,
it was
no,
definitely an experience. It was
That was a good one.
hell yeah.
It was one to remember for sure. It was one for the books.
You're right, Keenan.
I think
Si puento.
Si puento.
He's like, that sounds great for you guys.
Si puento a dos.
Si puento. But yeah, dude, that was a great game. We're playing Vancouver next.
Yep. July 6th.
Yeah, July 6th we play Vancouver, and then a couple days later, see Portland.
They're coming, but we're coming for you. Portland.
They're gonna come and feel the wrath. They're gonna feel the fury
of the bank.
I hope we make them wait.
Make 'em
Like they made us wait
make you.
when we were out in Portland.
Oh,
It's fucking terrible.
What did they do to you out in Portland?
Dude, they had us wait for like 2 hours outside.
In
in
they
the
knew who you
fucking
were.
In the sun, dude.
because they knew
Wow.
who we were.
Wow.
But
In the sun, they were trying to tire us out.
in the
Wow.
In the
sun,
sun, it was the
and
worst.
that was the stadium doing that.
yeah, fuckers.
Fuck
I mean,
Portland.
dude, that was the first time I've been to Portland, and I fucking love it there. But that was bullshit. That was bullshit. It pissed me off, dog.
Mm.
Our own people had to go get waters and,
Yeah,
and
dude.
distribute the
Someone got
waters. 'cause
waters,
people were like
tossing
getting
them out.
dehydrated and shit.
It's crazy, but you know, we'll show them some LA love here.
Yeah,
They'll
with
come
some
and then
knives.
we'll give it to them. No Vaseline. you know?
Yeah,
It's gonna be great.
bring
It's gonna
out
be
the
great.
chain.
No Vaseline,
Yeah.
no lube.
Dude. We hadn't been to the bank in like over a month, right?
Sperm bank.
No,
No, the Bank of
Bank of
California Stadium. That's what we call it. We just call it the bank.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
but
I,
we had,
it's now that I think about it, I haven't been to the sperm bank in a cool minute either.
Yeah.
I think I need to
I
pay
don't
them
think
a
I'm
visit.
tall enough. They have like certain.
There's a height restriction for
I
that.
think there is. I think there is. I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't know.
That's
Mm.
some
maybe
fucking bullshit.
Yeah, maybe yeah.
What is it,
I don't
Disneyland?
know.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if there is. No, because I could swear that there I don't know. There might not be a restriction. I might be wrong. I don't know.
Happy.
I'm just talking about bullshit.
We're just having fun on the pod, people. We're just having fun.
But yeah, it had been over a month since we had been at the bank. I mean, you and I went for movie night, but that's not the same thing. You know?
Yeah, no, for a game, this past game was like the first time in like a cool minute. Like I thought
Yeah.
that was a good like 3 weeks in between games.
Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, man, we're doing it. We're doing it. Keenan, you are killing me. See, that's why you don't eat before the podcast.
It was good though. By the way,
He had some slurping.
Slurping.
Slurping ramen.
Some beautiful
Mhm.
slurping.
Mm-hmm.
Some delicious slurping. I'm gonna kill you, man. Do you want something? What do you need? What the fuck you?
No, I'm just messing with you.
He's like, oh, no, you're not. Fuck you guys. Why? He's like, we waited too long. We let Sean recover.
Yeah, I know.
So you had something on here, Keen, like that's been up here for a minute, and we just
never got to it.
we never get to it.
That's funny.
But it's you put something here that says ways to get personal space when feeling closed in and how to express it without others taking it personal.
Damn, that's deep.
That's fucking long.
I
should have read that before I had stated
it. So you can summarize it. Well, my topic covered
something that happened to you.
Something that happened to someone within our social network.
So like Facebook.
No, I meant like personal social
I know
network.
what you mean, Dick.
And I don't know we can't do anything about it, but the fact that they're very expressive and wanting some space, but either not getting it or not.
Well, okay.
Not acquiring.
I guess it depends on the situation too. Because if you're out trying to be social, then of course you're not going to have personal space. You're out trying to be social. If you're going to a bar or a lounge or some bullshit, you know?
It meant for like people in relationships, couples, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wife, it's like you feel like
people taking a break from each other and stuff. Like
in the sense of like, if you're feeling like you don't want to go home because you don't want to interact with your significant other, how do you take a staycation, without them being upset about it?
I mean, somebody's gonna get their feelings hurt for sure. This is okay. I see what you're talking about here.
Yeah.
Are we even sure it's possible to do that without hurting the other person's feelings?
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to do it without.
I don't think so, man. Yeah,
someone's gonna get their feelings hurt for sure, for sure. And
I'd be butthurt as fuck.
Yeah, if
Keenan was like, I need a break from you, Keenan. or I need a break from you, Sean. You know what I mean?
Like yo, I can't.
Well, I mean, like,
it could be like, you for a couple.
Yeah, because if you spend every waking moment, eventually, not you'll get tired of someone, but it's like.
But see,
that's why they give you vacations at work.
But that's not only it. Yeah, but yes, but in a personal setting, because that's work. But in a personal setting, that's why you find hobbies. That's why you find things to do.
That's what I'm saying. But if the person, well, what if you're doing your hobby and they're coming in going, hey, we never really hang out,
Well, I mean, that's just a reality that they're going to have to face, dude. Like,
I think one thing that you can do to like combat that is find a girl that has the same hobbies as you, so that it kind of.
But now you're still,
you know what I mean?
doing
But
doing it with each other.
But
the idea,
if you want the space, like I guess that kind of
you just gotta get yourself a new partner. That's all it is.
Maybe that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Like fuck all that. I can't even stand you for one day. Fuck out. But I live here too. Fuck yeah. No, that shit is tough, dude. Like, I've been in a relationship for years, and I have kids, and it's there. I'm sure there are plenty of times where you just don't. It's hard to continuously be with someone and not have issues. It's just a part of having a relationship. There's going to be conflict here and there. It's just you just have to be with somebody who can deal with it, and vice versa. Because I'm sure there are times when I get, on Sonia's nerves and she gets on my nerves, and then we just got to fucking deal with it, One good thing that we do is like she'll go away for a weekend.
Yeah, that's
and shit like that,
Yeah.
And so yeah, sometimes you just have to get away from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are situations where you can't do it, and it's unfortunate. But then that is one of the reasons why you probably shouldn't be with a person. If you don't have that option, or you guys can't be away from each other, or for whatever reason, then you have to analyze the relationship a little more. Am I wrong?
No, I don't think so. It's.
I know it's been a while since you've been with somebody, but
thanks, Joe.
no, I didn't mean it like that.
I quit.
Nah.
It
No, I mean,
looks like
I'm on that
Cody.
same boat too, though. So it's like I know what that's like.
Yeah.
I know exactly what that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess just from experience, I know that it does take a toll, and it's easy. It's easy to let to let an argument affect your state of mind when you're with somebody. It's very easy to be influenced if all you guys are doing is arguing and things like that. It's very easy to say, you know what, I just don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Fuck it.
Yep.
These arguments aren't worth it, or things like that. So I guess it's a situation like that. As far as personal space with someone you're in a relationship with, it's a situation where it's on a per relationship basis, honestly.
Yeah.
Because any advice that I could give with me being in a relationship, as long as I've been, like, not to say that my relationship has been the best, because it definitely hasn't. So it does have its ups and downs. So I'm not the ideal person to be able to give advice as far as something like that is concerned, because the way I treat my relationship is different from what someone else would treat, or the scenarios, even though some scenarios could be the same, like we would treat them differently. We just go about them in different ways. So I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to give relationship advice, because especially if your relationship isn't the greatest, like it's like calling the tea kettle, calling the pot black, or whatever that statement is, or whatever that analogy is, whatever. I don't fucking know.
I think that's
You're
a testament to but I was gonna say I feel like that's a testament to how like diverse people are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like everybody handles situations differently.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And some people might agree with you on some things, and other things they won't.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you're right. It depends on the person, and a lot of the things that you guys talk about on the show that's all it is. It depends on the person. So
It really
it's like
does. Some people
it's
take
like,
to
yeah.
what we say, and some people don't. And
Yeah.
we don't give a fuck.
But we tend to sum people up in categories because we think it's easier than just saying, well, everybody's going to be different. So you can't do the same thing to one. You can do the other if everybody's different. So
yeah.
we're weird people.
You're weird as fuck right now.
Fuck you, Joe. Kiss my ass.
So here's a question. Well, damn, that's tough.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want me to ask the question?
Yeah,
go. Kid you not, I was just thinking about this in the car, so this is something I'm coming up randomly right now to try and be all funny and shit. But speaking of that, I was really thinking in the car, what if, or how do aliens shit? Because they do, they show them how they have sex, with Avatar and all that shit. But how often do you see an alien taking a dump in a movie?
Do they even have buttholes?
I
I don't know. Or they could,
Or do they expel
They might
their
not.
waste, their body waste, the same way that
Who
we do?
knows?
What if it's like a mist? Like,
what if they just snot rocket that shit out?
Yeah,
Fucking-
But see, I thought, well, then I wonder if we could be alien shit. Like if the Earth is like 95% water, it's just the galaxy's toilet bowl, and then like we got shitted out or something like that, or we're just the bacteria growing in the shit that they left and forgot to wipe.
who's to say that you're wrong? You might be right.
You
Who
might
knows?
be right.
Like an alien just needed to take a shit, created the Big Bang, and boom, we're all here, baby. What up? Thanks for taking a shit, alien. I'm a sentient being.
Thanks for the gas around the universe.
Yeah.
we think about how other creatures or animals on our planet.
Just keeping it relevant to what we're watching. That's
Well,
all.
yeah, no.
I'm just kidding.
Well, we need to think about how other animals or other beings on our planet, let their waste out.
Mhm.
And it seems to be that for a lot of creatures on this planet, it's a similar thing.
Mhm.
We all take a shit.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that an alien being potentially does excrete their waste the same way.
Mhm.
Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's mist. Maybe they fucking release, maybe they release oxygen or create a different element.
Was that like I like Futurama's? They did one episode about it where it was like I think it was the Slurp drink or whatever.
Yeah, Slurm.
And it turns out Slurm was like the aliens
Alien
like
shit.
poo or piss or something like that. Yeah.
Ah, delicious.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
Delicious Slurm.
Well, because technically, isn't honey from like bee throw up?
Yeah. It's like
yeah. So we ingest that. I mean, look, milk. We drink milk from a cow.
Yeah.
We
used to do it with each other, but I mean, not currently, but when we were kids.
Dude, imagine, like you guys said, like an alien just shits oxygen and we're breathing it right now.
Yeah.
That, what if it's an interdimensional being, and when the being shits, it creates oxygen,
and that's what sustains us.
or we think about the trees,
mm-hmm.
and they release
oxygen. That could be their shit.
That could be their shit
because they consume energy from the sun and photosynthesis and all that.
Exactly.
So trees are aliens.
That's exactly what it is.
Trees are aliens.
Actually,
that's what I got out of that.
If we want to think about it, trees shit oxygen.
Yeah.
They really do because
that's what they release as from their energy consumption. Yeah.
Thank you, trees.
See? Everybody shits.
Everybody shits. Even trees.
Even trees.
You hear that, trees? Fucking maple. Fucking pine trees, sons of bitches. We're breathing in all your shit.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Hey, trees, thank you for taking a shit on us. Thank you for taking a shit on us.
So no matter how bad we treat them, they're just still shitting in our faces.
Always shitting on our faces, dude.
They got the last laugh.
I know. No matter how good we treat them too, man, just shit.
We don't treat them that well. So. We cut them for Christmas for our enjoyment.
Pretty much.
Cut them for paper. We cut them for fucking desks and tables and chairs and.
So crazy. That's trippy that we cut down so many trees just to put ornaments on it and then throw it out in the dumpster. It would be so illegally inhumane if humans through some other creature were like killed and hung and then decorated and then thrown in the trash afterwards.
But that's because we don't look at trees like they're living beings.
Yeah.
Which they in fact are. They sustain our way of life.
Yeah, they bleed and they have like cells and all that shit too. So they're just like us. Just a different makeup. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be crazy if I put a fucking dog on a stick and then just put a shitload of ornaments on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we kind of put ornaments on dogs while they're alive. So dressing them up. Dogs and cats.
You're right. I see you.
But the same thing, even if you like, killed it and all that stuff, it's trippy, wild stuff.
Aliens.
Yes. Speaking of aliens, I have to give a shout out to another podcast, Joe Rogan, that had Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar was a physicist who worked at Area 51. And I knew all this stuff before that whole podcast with Joe Rogan. But
when did he appear on
the scene?
On Joe Rogan's Rogan Experience.
It was like Friday.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was recent. Like as soon as he posted online, so he must have did the interview on like Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. But as soon as it got posted, I was like, "Holy shit!" Because he talks about conspiracies and aliens and stuff like that.
Is he specific about? Did you listen to it? Or?
Yeah, I did, and it
sadly, it PG.
No, it wasn't PG, but sadly, it was kind of lame. Because there were moments when Bob Lazar was like, "Oh, I can't remember. Oh, I'm getting a migraine. I don't remember." And then there was one moment, probably the best moment of the whole podcast, and he did this twice in an interview. They mention about the element we now known as 115, but only for like a brief moment that we develop it.
Mm-hmm.
They asked him, "Oh, the question led to does he have any? Did he keep some? Did he take it from Area 51 and keep it in his house?" Well, he doesn't answer. He says, I can't answer that question, or I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm not going to answer that question. So he took some illegal alien shit.
Okay, so what exactly is this element?
Oh, it's supposed to be it's an element that for its usage, it's kind of like plutonium. It reacts. It's a reactor, and it's used but it's stable enough so that it can exert a lot of energy but not explode.
They're gonna like raid his crib.
They did. FBI came to the spot. So when Bob Lazar did his first interview in 87,
No, I'm saying
88,
after the Joe Rogan experience.
well, he told all this. Oh, okay. Possibly when he said, I don't want to talk about it because I'm going to get in trouble. But he did say that in a previous interview in the 1990s where he said, I can't talk about that element as if he, doesn't have
like
it.
if he might or might not have
Like
it.
he's in on it,
Yeah.
That's
really
crazy.
Cool. It's trippy. It's so crazy because nobody really spoke about Bob Lazar except people like maybe your brother Danny or me. Because he was out of the limelight from, I'd say, 96, 97 to around 2016, 17. Only recently did this some of the dude that came out of nowhere and brought Bob Lazar back into the limelight by doing documentaries on him. This dude wanted to not talk about it forever, and then now he's bringing back in the limelight.
Yeah, like all of a sudden. Yeah.
And Joe Rogan's like platform is huge. So the fact that he was on there is like,
when I watched it, 500,000 was already looking at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's. Yeah, his following is huge.
Yeah.
So
it's not bad on our
there.
podcast.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Thank you for following us, everybody.
We're working our way to the top, baby.
But that's my quick shout because I would like to see more stuff like that.
I want to know what kind of stuff he talked about. Was it all alien shit or what kind of shit?
Yes, it was all about how we got into Area 51. Even though it was all the stuff he said in previous interviews before, but just a little bit of less information because he forgot some of it. But it was all about how we got into hired at the Area 51 facility because he worked in a different separate section, and what he saw there. How he got access to what he saw, who he worked with, what he tested on. Here's the best thing about it, which I surprisingly didn't get too much pickup on his previous interview. He said in the Joe Rogan podcast from Bob Lazar was that they were working on alien technology, this reactor, which is the engine, basically the ship. And they were basically playing around with it. This is why I get upset at times at scientists and engineers in these communities, because they were literally just poking it with a stick, trying to figure out how it worked. And it's basically like if you took a working nuclear reactor, and thrown it back into the Victorian era, and then see what they would do.
Somebody to figure it out.
They would basically get the best and brightest and poke it with a stick and do all these tests and probably see how it turns on and off, not how to replicate it because they don't have the tools or the machinery or even the elements. They probably didn't even know how to get plutonium or what plutonium is, So these alien ships is basically us in the Victorian era looking at a nuclear reactor.
God damn.
Yeah, goddamn, bro.
Like, what can you do? Like, what can you really do? Like, take a sample of it? Like, like look at it under a microscope? Like, what are you going to get out of that? Like,
yeah, and he went on and saying that you'll see with the nuclear reactor, or when if you crack it or break it and releases radiation, somebody would die. Everybody in the room would die. Somebody who would go in and check on in the room would die. And people would think like, ooh, what's this mysterious magical device? It's just radiation.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Look at Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Seriously.
When the shit went down in Chernobyl, people were going into the reactor like trying to look for shit, like what's wrong here, and then they'd come out and die days later.
Yeah.
When it initially happened.
Simply because they like touched something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
Touched a fucking fragment of a
Exactly. And here we are playing with a fucking alien nuclear reactor,
dude,
in the middle of the desert.
I don't know if you guys have watched the HBO Chernobyl miniseries.
You asked us about it, but it's on.
But it's fucking. It made me really think about just some of the things we do in life and in our everyday life, where we don't even know like what will or won't affect us. Like,
right,
if you opened your window that day, you probably got radiation poisoning.
Yeah,
who knows?
Just because you open your window, like, and it's something you do every day. Like, I could have gone to get my mail and there was some shit in there.
Yeah.
And just because I reached in and grabbed my shit, it's like,
just because you walked out the fucking door, you can be exposed. I mean, look at the cars and all that pollution. When you see Los Angeles from a hilltop and it's a layer of brown
that
whatever.
thick smoke looking shit. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Smog.
we're
Fucking
not only do we
smog.
know about it, but we're just gonna ignore it and continue walking through it.
Not even second guessing it. Like,
yeah,
oh,
Look-
against smog.
we'll get a little
Pollution.
That's Los Angeles for
Yeah, we'll get a small air purifier for a house. We still got to go to work.
Yeah.
You know? We still got to
And that
take that trip.
like on that Chernobyl shit, it shows, it recreates that moment when the helicopter got close to the reactor,
Mhm.
and it just completely just disintegrated.
Mm.
Like, and it really happened. Like a helicopter got too close to the reactor,
Yeah.
and then everything just disintegrated. Everything like burned and or short circuited,
Damn.
everything, and the helicopter just went down. And that's just because they got within a couple hundred feet
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
So imagine
Wow.
the firefighters that were getting in there trying to put the fire out,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing's happening, and then they're like getting sick. Like,
Yep.
it's fucking crazy. Like,
And then people above are like, we're just pawns. They're like,
Yeah.
they,
send another one.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's so bad.
Oh man.
The sad thing is most of the
Humans.
time they look at it as money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they prioritize, that's a big one that we lost, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And not even thinking about the people and just more about the money.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Money,
sure.
Money's a
Millions
trip.
of dollars have gone.
Yeah.
You know, like
But shit, we were talking about us trying to make some money and getting rich not too long ago. Thinking about what we're gonna
literally
buy.
minutes ago.
What are we gonna purchase? Ooh, we got money. Let's do something.
Because I'm rich.
I know.
pay off.
I'm rich,
debts.
bitch.
You just got to pay off the debts, man. That's it.
Mhm. Lots of debts.
Once you're able to do that, then you can live.
Joe.
You just got to be smart about it.
Joe was like, man, I'd be set with 5 million. Keenan's like, no, dude, just 1 million, dog.
That's all right.
1 million, dog. I'd be fucking
1
set.
million. I'll take care of the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 5 million, you'll live pretty good.
5 million, you think you can
yeah.
live the rest of your life comfortable?
Yeah.
5 million?
For sure.
So you
5
know,
million
there's-
won't do it.
You won't.
There's some fucking expensive houses in LA, though.
Oh,
So.
Yeah.
No, but
That's
if you're trying to
$1
live
million
there.
right there.
yeah, but see, with 1 million, you'll lose that money immediately in LA.
Okay.
With 5 million, you're able to live comfortably, and then with the rest of the money you have, you invest and
Mm.
you double, triple whatever you have.
Mm.
Well, 1 million doesn't get you enough because you'll barely be able to pay your debt and get a house and maybe a car and maybe live comfortably for a year. Like, realistically in LA.
Yeah.
If you have 5, you're able to live comfortably for 3 years, and in those 3 years, figure out how
Build
you're
some
going to
money.
make more money. Like,
Right.
Mm.
So,
So
1 million doesn't do
basically,
shit.
basically,
Just
folks,
make $5 million.
we're doing fancy gambling.
Start
Yeah.
with
That's
5.
what we're doing here.
gambling.
We're
We're
gonna-
gonna go to Vegas.
We're gonna hit the lottery. Vegas isn't gonna do shit for us, Keenan. Come on, get real, buddy. Come on.
I've
Hey,
made a whopping $50 at Las Vegas.
Oh, you did?
I mean, I've made money in Vegas, but not enough to sustain me for life. Like,
Okay,
we need like a sugar mama,
yeah.
or we just need to win the lottery and
Sugar Mama lottery.
take the lot and get it. What would you guys do? How would you guys go? Because you have the 2 options. Like if you
I'd
win,
buy a
if you
Sugar
win,
Mama.
no, but like, no, when you win the lottery, you get 2 options. You get like one lump sum payment,
Oh yeah, you do.
or you could do
the
it like a monthly payment situation.
That's the thing, because either way, the taxes fuck you over either
Yeah,
way.
and they
So
tell-
it really
they-
doesn't matter.
Fuck
But
you over more heavily if you do it monthly, from what I was told.
yeah, I
Lump
think I
sum.
just do the lump sum.
Yep.
I
Really?
think I do lump.
Get rid of it. Get it, because once you do the lump sum, you pay taxes up front, and they obviously take half your shit. But once that is, it's permanent. So you're not paying, because you got to pay
Continued interest.
You got
pretty
Right.
much.
because you got to also
Your
pay
tax.
another set of tax when you do your regular. So they'll tax you off the front, then they tax you for what you actually kept, and then I think there's a third tax too. So
Really?
there's like 3 different taxes. Yeah, one off the cut.
So then why would you want to get the lump sum?
Because the one where you get monthly, you get taxed heavier because something.
Is it
where
like an
how much you're
overtime
earning.
thing? Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, but
the interest increases
consider
or something.
the fact that even if it's that,
Mhm.
like you're still gonna get a shitload of money, and you could still continue to work or do other things,
Mhm.
and you'll have this extra money that you don't have to do shit for.
That was
That's always guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because if you take a lump sum, who knows what the fuck you're gonna do with that money?
Yeah.
You'll fucking probably lose it on doing some dumb shit,
Yeah.
coke and strippers and fucking trips to the
Are you
Bahamas.
listing your list right now?
I wouldn't do that. But what I'm saying is like, why? Well, for me, I'd probably get the monthly payout to where I know I'm gonna be guaranteed this money for practically 20 years. I think of the payout as like over 20 years or something.
2020. Yeah.
Dude,
I have to,
When you
I
think
find
about it
it
like that,
all
it's
good.
actually kind of
If-
logical.
if-
It's quite
I don't care
logical.
how
It's
much they
supposed
tax
to be.
me.
It's supposed to
Yeah, I don't care how much they tax me. They tax me whatever the fuck they want, but I know that I'm gonna have my guaranteed money
be. Mhm.
for 20 years. And you can do so much with that.
Just win the Mega Millions, guys.
Mega
that
Millions.
solves everything.
Yeah,
You don't
let's
have to
just
worry
put our
about
money
shit.
in.
Like, half of what they take is that's still a fuck ton of money what you
Hell
get
yeah.
left over.
Yeah.
Yo,
So, yeah.
we should get TSG to put in when next time there's a super like
If
mega
all
whatever.
of you do like one,
If we all put in, you know, and then we'd all get that payout, and then
TSG.
we get a cool 200 mil. Or
You heard that?
200,000,
mm-hmm.
you know, split. How many of us are in?
Oh, there's like more than 50 of us now.
50?
that's
There's like,
crazy.
I think
Still
that
good
last
amount.
time I heard there was like 62, 63 of us or something
if
like
the
that.
Mega Millions are up like 100 and something million, half that's 50.
Look, let's
That's
see.
a
let's see.
million per person.
That's a lot of money, dude.
Mhm.
That's a lot of money
Yeah.
that you could start whatever
With
you're.
cokes and drugs and hookers.
Nah, it's not always
Trips
about
to
the
Europe.
coke. Look, like there was a 900 million pot, like
Oh yeah, I remember that the close to billion
divided
one.
by 60.
Jesus,
Dude, that's 15 mil.
per person.
Dude, that's
Per
a
person.
lot of fucking
Yeah.
money.
Jeez.
I'd probably buy a computer
What would you do with 15
because I
mil,
never
dude?
I
Right,
never had
yeah.
one of those high end computers, you know, like the ones where it has like water cooled all shit and all that stuff. And as a gamer back in the day, I always wanted something like that.
Mhm.
So I'd probably get one of those and a laptop.
Yeah, I've always wanted a
Fancy-ass
gaming
laptop.
PC.
Yeah,
Gaming PC would be pretty cool.
yeah.
I'd probably, yeah, sure.
Because we haven't gotten to the point yet where I can buy my own like VR.
I would get the
System.
biggest TV
TV.
possible. The biggest TV I could get,
an
I would
IMAX
have
screen
that.
in
Yeah, it
his,
would probably
in his
take-
apartment.
It would
Dude,
probably take
I
up
read-
this entire
It
place.
would wrap over. It would be like this big U-shaped screen.
And I'd get like the dopest, like leaner chair or whatever. Like a,
What do you mean,
It's like-
dog? The whole house
just
is a
for
TV.
me,
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah,
the whole
oh, yeah,
house
the
is
whole
a
house
TV.
He's just gliding on magnets with the. This is the most relaxing.
I mean, I'm sure
Like
the
Wolverine and
quality,
shit.
it'd be like 8K. Because 8K is a thing now, right?
It is.
I think it is now, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like expensive as
So
fuck.
how far
though.
are we gonna get where it's just like eyesight, human eyesight K?
That's gonna take some time, man.
What
Because
are we like at 1,000,000 K? Like what is the human
Well,
eyesight? Like what is
well,
that?
are we talking about
sharpness?
somebody with glasses or somebody with
Perfect
2020?
dude.
Yeah.
Perfect 2020.
what is that? What resolution
I don't
is
know.
our eyesight?
I don't have my
can't
phone
even
with me.
tell you.
We probably should check that out
We
as
have,
a reference.
we have computers at our laps.
But
Let's
some of
see.
them, I want to say some of them say it's still like
What
it's something low.
resolution is the human eyesight?
It's like 1080p.
to ClarkVision.com. 90 degrees asterisk 60 arc minutes degree asterisk 1 over 0.3 asterisk 90 asterisk 60 asterisk 1 over 0.3 equals 324 million pixels. 120 asterisk 120 asterisk 60 asterisk 60 equals 576 megapixels.
The full angle of the human vision. That's the angle of the human vision.
That was weird. We just listened to that like it was
I didn't even realize that was English until halfway through.
what the hell
What resolution?
is
Yeah.
the human eyesight? You want to just type it in, ladies and gentlemen? Joe is high as shit. He can't even
I'm
operate
not
his
though.
phone. He's horrible. I'm actually starting to come down, which is nice. I feel better.
Feel
I
better?
think I'm right where Sean's at.
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good too right
Yeah.
now.
Eat a dick. Keenan. How like that?
That's some dank weed.
We had to talk
Nice.
about aliens for you to fucking get back right. Now that we're over at LAFC,
Yeah.
let's talk about these aliens.
Let's talk about aliens and how they shit out oxygen and shit. And
Which we concluded was a good.
Could be anything. It could be anything though.
Who knows?
that could be anything.
Yeah.
All right. So for here's something that I think you had put this about seeing me in hell.
No, that was a long time ago.
What?
We never spoke on that.
Yes. Oh, we didn't.
No, we
I
didn't.
don't
So,
remember hearing you guys
it was
talk about
it was a
that.
statement that I could have swore we said or mentioned where it was like, if we saw our best friend in hell as we're going to hell ourselves, what would we do or say?
Oh, dude, I already know. I'd look at my friend and I'd be like, it was that one day.
It was that one day.
I told you we shouldn't have done that shit, you motherfucker. I fucking told you.
You see? God
Yeah,
damn it.
don't take pineapples gas. Don't fucking
I'd be like,
goddamn.
I'm gonna be like, fuck. I was wrong. This place does exist. Hey man, what else can I say? Like,
Yeah.
shit.
You
Like,
just-
oh fuck.
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 Fuck, dog. My bad. My bad.
My bad, D. My bad, G.
It's supposed to be like the worst kind of torture, right? So I'm kind of curious because I haven't had anything broken or bent or cut, so I wouldn't know that kind of like physical torture. But I wonder if it's like psychological and emotional too.
Right.
It's always something physically horrific.
I forget if I forget what show it was. It was like Supernatural or like Twilight Zone
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
It was along one of those shows, right? And it basically showed a version of this person's hell, and like when it at the end of the episode it zooms out and it's like a prison cell, like a dungeon
Okay,
almost,
yeah.
and then you get to see inside the peepholes of all the
Each-
other, and it's all different shit. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
you see that one episode and you realize, oh, dude, hell it's unique to everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So it's
imagine
like-
that's what it is.
You could be like, yeah, it could be like someone who can't eat ice cream or something.
Mine is simple. A world without LAFC.
Like
That's hell, man. Just
See, but
have to go root for the galaxy. Fuck that shit.
yeah, it would have to. It can't just be a pain inflicted hell. Like hell can't just be pain inflicted because at what point will you not even care about the pain anymore? Like,
yeah.
like what else are they gonna break? What else are they
That's
gonna
true.
do? And for how long? Like,
Mhm.
if you're doing it for eternity, it's like
At
well,
that
fuck
point,
it.
is
This
that,
the
is that
point.
just when you become a demon or something?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
shit, you're just so bad.
Is
Yeah.
pain even relevant anymore? Like,
I
if
don't know.
all you're doing is experiencing pain, like for the rest of eternity, when does the pain not even matter anymore? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. If it's supposed to be for eternity, like
If your brain gets, if you say that your essence or your body gets used to it too, because we're
yeah,
assuming
you
we
would get used to the pain.
only because we would get used to it as humans to certain inflictions of pain. But who knows? I mean, there might be a possibility that there is no human element of getting used to it, so you'll always be in pain, always.
But how will you know when you're not in pain?
I know.
Or how will you know when the pain gets worse? Like, if you're
I-
experiencing it like consistently
Mm-hmm.
and it never stops, how will you know that you're not?
I don't
feeling
think
it
you
Yeah.
would know because it would be kind of like a 51st dates type shit. Like how, like when you wake up in the morning,
See,
you don't
that's
remember.
different.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you don't
I can
remember
see
what
that.
happened the
Yeah.
last day,
Yeah.
and then you just go through the same shit every
Okay,
fucking
I
day.
could understand that. I could
Yeah, that would be
understand
some
that.
Never said that
bullshit.
shit. I was saying the exact same
No.
thing.
If it resets,
Well, no,
that's what he's saying. That
Well,
it resets.
yeah, but it doesn't even have to reset. It can just keep going.
No, because
There is no reset.
what I'm saying is, if it keeps going, you'll never know when you're not in pain.
If it keeps going and you get numb to it, the devil will find something to,
If
you know, he'll find
only-
something else.
'cause
You
you're
know what I
thinking-
mean?
You're
Because-
thinking they'll get numb to it, right? After a certain point.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there it could be a possibility where there's no such thing as numbness. So you're always feeling pain. You can't get used to it.
maybe that's your hell. That's your hell. You can't get used to it.
Well, I don't believe in hell, so I don't give a fuck.
Fuck hell,
I'm
dog.
saying
Yo.
then what would you do if you go to heaven?
Satan. Huh?
Stop it
on the enemy.
If you, because you don't believe in both either, heaven or hell.
Mm-mm.
So if you go to heaven, then how would you know if you're in heaven or not?
I wouldn't. I'd be
Well,
like,
what would your version of heaven be for each of you guys?
I don't think I could say that.
It's none of our business, you know. So you can say anything,
I don't know.
right?
My version of heaven is, I don't know.
With being with his wife and kids.
I'm not married. I don't know. I don't know what my version of heaven would be.
Yeah, you know, that takes a lot of thought.
Yeah,
actually.
I think it would. It would take. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you because I can't say that my version of heaven would be with my family and my kids and stuff because it probably wouldn't be. You know that, and I can't say it's. I really I don't know what my heaven would be. That's a tough one. What? Because there's so many things that I love and I like in the world, and I wouldn't be able to, like, my version of heaven would be to live my life the way I live it without having to struggle.
Yeah.
That's my version of heaven. Being able to live my life the way that I've lived, you know, playing video games and making music and, you know, going to events and doing all these things without having to struggle to do them.
Shit. For
So essentially, you brought heaven to life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
To me,
basically
like,
what you did.
I love my life. I just wish I wouldn't have to struggle so much. Like and it's not even that I struggle, like, because I live a pretty cool life. Like you know, I have a great job. I have a great career. Like, you know, everything's balanced in my life pretty much, more or less. I just, maybe if I didn't have to like think financially, then I'd be in my heaven.
So you just need to be rich. Just get that 5 million that
Get
we're
that
talking
mega
about.
mills.
Yeah.
You
Dollar
know,
bills,
maybe.
baby.
Invest it.
Maybe. But I'm sure that would bring a bunch of other problems, you know? I'm sure that would bring a shit ton of other problems, even that in itself. Because we still got to pay taxes. We still got to do all these other things. So it's not like we're not thinking about money.
I mean, you could.
In this capitalistic society.
All right, Philly, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
No, but
Elaborate.
It's true. Like, you know, I don't. That's why it's hard for me to define what my heaven would be, because I live a pretty chill life. Like, I enjoy the way that I live.
Well, I just don't know about the whole eternity part, because it's like, wouldn't you get another human thing? Wouldn't you get bored of it?
Yeah, maybe you'd get bored of heaven, just the same way that you'd get over hell. Like, oh fuck.
Oh, okay, now I see how you're bringing it back. Oh, some bitch, fuck you.
I'm just saying.
That's kind of crazy to think about, because it's like when in like ghosts and shit, that could be like an angel getting bored of heaven or something, just coming down and visiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, what's up, dude? Like,
It was boring up there, guys.
just checking up on your scrawny ass, making sure you're okay.
How y'all doing? All right. All right.
Yeah.
When in reality, it scares the shit out of us when we see stuff like that. But speaking of which, have you guys ever had any like ghosts, like not encounters,
I would
but
shit
like
myself if I really was in contact with something.
see, that's what kind of is. That's where I get, you know, very.
It's all those movies
skeptical.
I watch those movies. It freaks me out.
Like, I've never had anything really happen to me.
I'm sure I've had.
You had a ghost story you told about.
Yeah, but they're probably night terrors. You know. Like my ghost stories are probably night terrors, you know, nightmares that I had because I just watched like some bullshit.
Yeah, no, I
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
The one you mentioned where you're doing not the Ouija board or whatever, but you're at the house just down the street over here, and then the door slammed on you guys.
Yeah, that happened. Maybe that was all just coincidence that it happened. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that it was a ghost story, because I'm sure it could have been explained somehow, but. So we were telling like scary stories, a group of us at my old place over here on 11th and Ardmore. It was like the spot right before La Brea. But so we went out there. Pollution, motherfucker. Look at that. Anyway, so we were telling a bunch of stories, like scary stories or ghost stories that like the whole group had. It would happen to be raining that night. You know, we turned off all the lights just to get the mood right, you know, and then just after telling one of these stories, like the doors slammed open, and like it was just like a huge burst of like wind, a gust of wind,
when all the windows and stuff were closed,
all the windows were closed and everything. It just slammed open. It's like, oh shit! It just, you know, it's one of those things that just happened to line up. We were telling ghost stories, you know, we were in the mood, and then maybe some wind just hit kind of hard, and maybe the latch wasn't placed on all the way, you know?
Well, yeah, I would say most of that. I don't know. There's only one.
It was definitely scary though, because you were definitely already in the mood, and you're like, oh, fuck.
You put those images in it. If you've never seen anything horror related, ghost related whatsoever, from the moment you're born till now, all that stuff would be very common sense to you. You wouldn't have hell, this door right in front of us can open, and you know, and some creature could fly out of you. Like, what is that? Well, the other people who've seen movies and whatnot, or stories, or heard anything, campfires, whatever, would already instantaneously put those images in our mind and freak the fuck out.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Now, see, like when we first moved in here, this is my place, by the way. We're recording from my place.
Live.
today. Live.
Koreatown.
From Cape Town.
From Joe's house.
Kingsley Manor.
Now they
It's
know
actually
where we
called
are.
Kingsley Towers.
Don't give me the
I
address.
don't care.
All right.
Kingsley
when we
Towers.
first moved in, I had one of our friends,
Do a seance?
no, Brian,
Oh.
our friend Brian, he came. Was it Brian?
He came.
He came all over
It
his
was
face.
either,
His hand around his mouth.
it was either Brian. I don't remember who it was, but they said that they looked up into the loft and they saw like somebody standing there, and they freaked out.
From
and I
down
was-
here.
Yeah.
Now I would literally shit myself.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
no
So
food in me.
so they're saying that happened,
Mhm.
but I've been here for 5 years and I've never experienced anything
Was this at night or during the day?
paranormal here.
Dog.
This was
During
this
the
might-
daytime?
It was the afternoon. It
Oh,
was probably
okay,
the afternoon.
okay.
So
That's
there
some
was
trippy
sunlight.
ass shit, though.
Yeah, but see, like,
Yeah.
and my brother Danny, he says like, oh, it's weird in here, and I'm like, I don't know why. Like, I've
Mm.
never ever like in the whole time that I've lived here, I've never experienced anything like weird
Mm.
or paranormal or anything.
When
like
I
that.
spent my time here, spent the night. Even when Philly was here, whatnot. Nothing.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
less for me.
I
and-
think it's more of a mental thing,
Yeah.
and especially if you're like for example, some of those guys, they watch a lot of that
they see it.
shit.
Yeah,
you know?
they say our hair
Like,
brains.
Danny's a fucking conspiracy nut.
Mm-hmm.
Like he thinks, and I'm not saying that whatever
We
he
still
thinks
love
is
you,
not
Danny.
wrong, but he believes in a lot of things that
Mhm. Well, it shows
that he
you
reads
how
or watches or anything.
how your mind could put in ideas that may or may not truly be there. Like a lot of these flat earth theorists, it can hear information from people and then their brain would mold it and put it out as something else. And that's what you think.
Dude, if the earth is flat, then I have a
Earth is-
big ass dick.
Yeah, no,
So
seriously.
come on, let's get real, guys.
Yeah.
Except I do have a big ass dick.
Hey, it's not his microphone he's holding on to.
Hey,
It also can
ooh,
send and receive signals.
Yeah.
it just plugs in.
Multifaceted. Multifaceted.
It's like a
But
Swiss
yeah,
Army knife.
like I said, like it's just your state of mind.
Yeah, even for church.
Playing
That goes
tricks
for
on
the
you.
church too,
Yeah.
right? Whatever that can be put into your human brain, we can do some wild shit with it.
That's why it's hard for me to like watch a scary movie late at night,
Mm-hmm.
because even though it's not scary to me, like, and I could watch it without a problem, I know that when I go to sleep, my mind is a lot stronger. Dude, it like when I go to sleep, I know I'm gonna fucking have a nightmare that's gonna fucking kill me because
yeah.
I just watched this scary movie. And again, it's not scary to me when I'm watching it, but I know my mind is very, very, very creative.
Yeah.
So when I'm sleeping and I can't control my nightmares, it's fucking gonna suck.
Does that happen to you, Sean? You
Actually, I rarely
it's like,
have
no, I'm a
dreams
man.
nowadays.
I
Oh,
don't-
really?
I don't. Yeah, when I sleep, I just.
He's like,
clock
I'm
the
empty
fuck
inside.
out.
I don't
You see that?
dream.
I'm just a bottomless pit,
Just the
dark
vessel.
black soul.
Despair. Black and
So
gold.
watching any crazy horror movie, no matter how wild it is, you will not.
No. If I watch some scary ass shit, I'll
like, right before
probably
you go to sleep.
flinch.
Yeah.
I'll probably flinch
Mhm.
during the movie and
Yeah.
stuff. And
I mean,
But
there
it
are a
won't
lot of
affect you.
jump
But,
scare
like-
situations too. You know,
like if I get home and I am in my bed and I go to sleep, I'll be okay.
Like some kitchen
I-
sound is made.
Yeah,
you
like
don't
because in
freak
the
out.
end, I know it's fiction.
yeah.
Damn.
But see,
I
with
know
me-
that, but I can't do. My brain will go. It was real, Keenan.
Yeah, I
gotta keep
know.
an eye
Yeah,
on
The
I
one-
know it's fiction.
The only
Yeah.
movie that made me feel that like super scared, and you guys mentioned this too earlier, is The Fourth Kind.
yeah.
That's the only movie where I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Dude? And I
Yeah.
legit thought it was like real and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like
We
when the
all
lady
did.
when
We
she
all
was
did.
like levitating off the bed.
Yeah.
We all did because it was
Ah.
like they presented it
As a documentary.
It was real.
documentary, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So fucking
And that's why there was a real good opportunity for the documentary of not documentary, but the found footage horror film of a movie called I think it's Area 51 and something UFO. I think those are the titles, but it was meant to be, this is all about like a good historical moment that could be found footage style, but it just came out so horribly wrong. They had such a good premise, especially the one where it's a horror movie or thriller about breaking into Area 51. We don't have a lot of movies like that. Like, there'd be cool to see some Ocean's 11, Area 51.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe they're out there.
Have
They're
you
just
thought
not
about
putting
that?
them out?
Have you thought about trying to go into? There's a ton of secret facilities here in Los Angeles, right?
I
Like,
didn't know
there's
that.
a military base.
No, I didn't know because they were secret.
Well, okay, yeah.
Got you.
Damn it. No, basically there was an interview that, funny enough, Sinbad did for television show or radio show Breakfast Club. Charlemagne the guy and all that stuff.
Mhm.
He was on there saying he was trying to film a movie in Simi Valley and or over the hills of Simi Valley, and was
Okay.
approached randomly by military officers saying you can't be here, where there was like no signs anywhere saying, no trespassing, but it's like right on the other overside of the mountain. And then I found out in a television show documentary, not Nellis Air Force Base. There's a place called Hangar 47 that's over here in Palmdale at the military base over there, and it was a television show documentary like CBS, NBC, stuff like that, where they interviewed the workers there. Now, it wasn't based on the conspiracy of aliens or UFOs. It was just a documentary about military secrets or
Okay.
secret planes and tanks,
Mhm.
where they're built and stuff like that. So sure enough, they interview a dude there, and he was like, "We build a lot of the stuff that you see in the movies because we're like, oh, that's a neat thing." In the
Well,
movies."
I would understand why, the government would want to keep some of those things a secret,
Mhm.
because if, say, like a foreign power found out that we made tanks in such and such area,
Mhm.
they
They
could
come and
easily
take it.
just go and fucking
Mhm.
bomb that area so we can't produce anymore,
Yeah.
and things like that. Same for planes, same for
Yeah.
a lot of these things. So yeah, I get why. So sometimes it really isn't like all that paranormal or
Right.
alien. It's just got to keep it a secret for
Other
se-
humans.
the security of
Yeah.
the government and
Mhm.
our nation.
Mhm.
I get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get it,
Yeah.
but other
Well,
times it's
Do you
like,
both? I mean, you guys both support the United States government, right?
For the most part. I mean,
for the most part.
Yeah. Do you think we? I mean, we obviously have potential to be better.
We
But-
of course,
absolutely
we
do.
always
I
we
mean-
always have room for improvement in this
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so great, in my opinion.
I think
Okay.
one of the major things that we're facing right now is discrimination, which we've been
Hmm.
dealing with forever, and immigration. I don't know how far you want to get into this because you just opened a can of worms here.
Well, you're welcome, Joe.
No, but obviously racism in America is
Not as
still
high
rampant.
anymore.
Goddamn wrong. Since Trump took office,
Mhm.
a lot of the cities and states where he's rallied have increased in racism by like 200%.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about I thought you were talking about something else. Never mind.
No, I'm talking about
Okay.
racism.
You're talking about immigration
No, I'm
and
talking
racism.
about racism.
Oh,
Racism first. I started with racism.
Okay, damn it.
So-
All right, fine.
So, I mean, there's
Racist
been a
motherfucker.
huge spike in racism since Trump took office. And that's partially because he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he says what he wants, and people and his what's that? His constituents like will listen to whatever the fuck he says.
I watched Joe brain process.
Trying to figure out the perfect word for that.
I'm trying to
What do
sound
I call these
intellectual here.
Remember those old cartoons where they do like a see through to the head to see it working?
Or they bunch of numbers
Yeah,
and shit.
they
A bunch of
eventually
the
numbers.
goes
fucking
through
cloud,
your
that
out.
fucking.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, they've been encouraged to like do bad things,
Yeah.
and
But
so that's-
why? I mean, is it like, where is it trying to? It was crazy just trying to see when people talk about like our history. There was no real war or fight amongst blacks and whites or there was sort of Hispanics and whites, down when they were trying to take over all of the southern states. But I mean, like there was no 'cause, you have all these.
I thought the war was
Civil
the
War?
Civil War.
That was
kinda
about
fought
money,
it.
and we all know it's about money.
It wasn't
Slavery
just
was just
about
added
I
money.
mean,
on.
it was. I think that one's tough because it was about money. It was about money, but
South was making a shit ton of money. North said, "I want that." South said, "No, you can't have it, bitch." And North said, "Oh, we'll see about that." And
we're
then
gonna
they-
get rid of all your
If we're not
slaves.
gonna
Yeah,
have
we're
that
gonna
money,
get-
we're
yeah.
gonna get rid of
We're
your
gonna free your
employees.
slaves.
Yeah,
Free your slaves.
exactly.
How do you feel about that?
I'm like, oh Jesus.
Oh God. Well, I don't like that.
And then they
too
went.
much.
Yeah,
I know.
I do declare that this is
I do declare.
an act of treason
Act
and
of
war.
Yeah. And then
Well,
they
I
went to war.
say.
I mean, come on, it's so obvious. I mean, one of the obviously we debated about having history being shown in class and stuff like that. But when you find out about all these kings from Europe, Roman Empire, Egyptian Empire, Greece, and all that stuff, it's nothing new. It's nothing new at all.
That's true.
That's why
there were
that's-
slaves there too.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you look at, by money and power, you look at the Civil War, and you somehow from when we're put in information told that it was about slavery, and when there's a whole bunch of factors, because if it was about slavery, they could have did that way earlier or way later. Like there's more that led up to that moment instead of a bunch of white people from the North going, "Oh yeah, we want to free the slaves now."
I mean, I think it was also a political move as far as
Pretty sure, yeah, yeah.
re-elections and
Mm-hmm.
just trying to.
The northern states like divided a lot of the communities to have of segregation and voter suppression. A lot of that's up in the northern states.
Listen here, you're gonna be free. You can't hang with us.
The one
Exactly.
thing, the
Can't
one
be
thing that
around
kind
us.
of solidifies that in my mind is the fact that even after emancipation and like after they got freed, there was still racism. Like
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
like that tells me everything
Heavily.
I need to
And
know.
again, we
Yeah.
continue. And then Mitch McConnell just made a statement that because there's this whole talk about reparations has been brought back up.
Oh, a reparation? Or what, are you talking about the 9/11 one?
No, reparations
Okay.
To who though?
for black people.
Mhm.
Oh, dude, they owe reparations to so many people though.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
especially the ones they took their land from.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the natives should be the first ones in my
So-
opinion.
yeah.
Basically, this whole talk is resurfaced, and Mitch McConnell made a statement where he's saying
Something white.
partially, well, yes,
Mhm.
but he's saying it'd be very difficult to give reparations and finding out who these people we need to give reparations to
Yeah, like all the ancestors and
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
for something that
Or
happened
descendants, I'm
150
sorry.
years ago
Mhm.
and which none of us were involved in. Yeah, but your grandfather probably
Yeah, yeah.
or your great grandfather was probably the slave owner of my
Yeah.
great grandfather.
It's a big cop out saying that
you
we
know,
didn't
yeah.
experience it or
Like,
get
oh,
involved
that
in
wasn't us, so we
Yeah.
can't say that we could give reparations.
Yeah.
And then they're saying, and if anything, I mean, just being freed, that's pretty good. And we did elect a black president, so
yeah,
maybe that's kind of sort of a payout
it.
too.
So bad.
Like,
yeah.
Like, really, dog?
Yeah. Yeah.
Freed the slaves, quote unquote, and then there was segregation for like another 90 years,
Mhm.
and then there's been continued racism,
Right.
and then we get a black president for 8 years. So
Yeah.
I don't understand how that balanced itself out. So fuck Mitch McConnell, that fucking bunk ass,
fucking
bitch ass,
goon ass motherfucking
fucking
crooked
chode,
teeth looking ass.
Bitches,
Bitches, bitch.
Donald Trump chode sucking dickwad,
Yes, plastic.
fucking
Harry Potter glasses looking ass
looking
motherfucking
motherfucker. Fuck you, Mitch McConnell,
raggedy ass
And
skin
fuck
looking
Donald
ass
Trump.
ashy ass.
little motherfucking looking like he should have been dead
Greasy
15
ass
years
bitch.
ago. Fucking piece of shit,
Fucking Slender
us how
Man
you really
golem
feel.
looking ass motherfuckers.
motherfucking ass, bitch ass, motherfuck, chode motherfucking ass.
Oh, man.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck them all, man.
So yeah,
Yeah.
And then there's immigration.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about a country where they put people in holding cells, or what was it called? Not internment camps. Was it internment camps?
Practically, yeah. And they were like, if we're talking about like,
yeah, for pretty much anybody who looked resembly Asian after Pearl Harbor and us going after Japan, which is so trippy because they didn't have any internment camps for being German, or
of course they weren't.
Or I know exactly.
They weren't going to intern white people. Yeah,
exactly.
But is it? Oh well, I don't know. But was that a situation like for Chinese and Koreans and as well, or was it strictly just Japanese?
I think it was strictly just Japanese because there weren't too many Koreans in those times over here.
Well,
there were a lot of Chinese. I can't say for them. I don't know what the history is for them, but
with Korea too. So
yeah, right. But that was after the internment and all that stuff, and at that point, Korean War hadn't even happened yet, so there wasn't even reason for a lot of us to be here in the United States.
30 years,
right?
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of us were actually, we were taken over by Japan at that time.
Yeah.
So it's like we were essentially Japanese for a little bit.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's wild.
Japan was kind of fucked up for a while, man. They did a lot of shitty stuff,
and some of it was Western influence.
Yeah.
But if you look at the history of the Japanese as well, they did a lot of crazy messed up shit to each other.
To the world, dude.
Just in general,
they've done some crazy shit. And
I'm not trying to defend the white culture.
The discrepancy with like with the rest of the Asian community right now, and with Japan, is not that they did the atrocities, but the amount of like KIAs and how many people were actually like raped and stuff like that. Japan is saying the numbers that China and like Korea are saying is super exaggerated, and like things like comfort women didn't really exist. Right? And like Koreans and Chinese were just like, man, fuck y'all. Like, what do you mean that's not right? Like, you guys are full of shit type thing. And
wait, what's going on?
It's like what we do when
so
we
that's why
immigration. Like, come on, we treat them pretty well.
Like, it's not as bad between Korea and Japan now. I mean, they still talk about it and argue about it and stuff, but like I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like it's as bad as it used to be.
Okay.
But still, that's why there's like that rivalry when we do sports and stuff. Like, we hate each other when we play each other in sports. Like, we'll be like, fuck Japan. And you know what I mean?
It's
It's like that. It's like Mexico and the U.S. Exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Same
Mexico,
fucking thing.
I mean, we're going to get taken over anyway eventually, another 15, 20 years.
Hey, Russell Peters, man, he said it the best. We're all just going to be beige.
Yeah.
We're all just
in a few years. Like, we're just going to be Pastafarians.
Joe told you. I heard about it. Me and Joe met Russell Peters. We went to the Comedy Improv.
At the Comedy Improv.
Yeah. He shook our hands and everything.
Cool
dude.
Russell Peters, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, no. Russell Peters is huge into like hip hop and like DJing and stuff too. So like,
he still does it.
Yo, yeah, I hear
him and Idris.
He's actually really cool.
Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba.
That's fucking dope.
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Man, that guy.
He's doing it. He's supposed to be in something like.
He's doing it way big.
Isn't he in like gonna be some?
He's in that new Fast and the Furious movie.
I meant something after that. Like he's gonna be like the next Bond or something.
No.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was just about to say right
yeah.
there.
They people would like it. There are rumors, but that's not.
Nobody. You think white people will let?
It'll be a white person.
Yeah.
Bond again.
Like the British will let that happen.
Just fucking cast me as James Bond, bro.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Shaken, not stirred.
A Negro as a Bond? That's preposterous.
An Asian man?
An Asian? Of Asian descent, you mean? Blasphemous. Blasphemy.
I can't believe what I've just heard.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What is this nonsense?
What is this?
What is this? Please. Get this rubbish out of my face.
And he would do good as a
Give
good
me my
Bond
tea.
too. He would do a good Bond.
I think he would.
Yeah.
He'd be slick.
Yeah.
He'd be as sleek as Daniel Craig or Pierce
Connery.
Brosnan or Sean Connery.
So the main argument that he's not James Bond is like, oh, James Bond's always been a white guy. He's always gonna be a white guy. But seriously, man, like, who's to say James Bond would not be black though?
James Bond
he could be black.
Who's to say that James Bond 007 isn't just a code name?
You know what I mean? Yeah, like it could be
that could be
anybody.
held by anybody.
It's supposed to
Yeah.
because in Goldeneye, Sean Bean was 005, right?
Yeah.
006, something like that.
Then he died. Sean
Yeah.
Bean does and
Danny
everything.
Dad.
And
Die.
he does. Apparently, he had a good laugh when he got interviewed and asked that question.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I die. in
He
everything.
dies in almost everything.
And I think he mentioned he doesn't tie somebody yet. There's somebody who's supposed to die the most. And I forgot who it was.
It's almost like these people get typecast. Fuck
yeah,
for these
Yeah.
things.
I
You
got
know?
the
Like,
type ass all the
and I
time.
know you know him too.
That dies?
That
tell
dies
my
in every
wife.
movie.
Tell my wife I love her.
Did you fuck my wife?
Did you fuck? Fuck you! I knew it.
That's an ongoing joke between me and Joe. Where it's like we're on our deathbeds and I'm like, "Did you fuck my wife?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did." Ah, you bastard!
You bastard.
I fucking knew it.
Fucking knew it. Fuck you, bitch.
Keenan. How could you, Keenan? You could have her.
Come on, Keenan. I would never fuck your wife.
And
Knowingly.
I'd never fuck yours either.
Knowingly.
how does that work?
I
You just
don't-
walking in the dark, you just slip it in real quick?
No, I
Living
just
like
have,
that. Hey.
I have like a little camera set up. You know
Beautiful. What-
what?
How often do you think twins fuck
do
each other's spouses
shake-
or boyfriends?
like
or,
just as a joke or like
Yeah,
just
or
just
even
do
just
it?
like-
Dude,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Dude.
Because then that would be like, "Hey, honey, I'm home." But like, what do you mean you're home? You were
just
home like
left.
5
I
minutes-
think it's the hardest with identical twins. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
crazy.
it'd be the
dude.
trippiest shit.
yeah, yeah.
like, Just having that, like, and then finding out that the person you slept with was not the person that you're with.
Ooh, wow,
Like,
wow.
What the fuck?
That's a new porn thing
and
too.
it
by
felt
the way.
exactly the same and everything, you know?
Yeah,
Like, and it's like, wow. That's crazy.
it's trippy.
That's crazy. And I'm sure it's happened. I'm
Well,
sure it's
it's-
happened.
Casey, I thought you were Stacy.
yeah.
What the fuck? What's going on?
And then Stacy walks out. Ooh, we just wanted to test this out. Now we're gonna get down.
Or what if twins married each other and then they share each other? Two sets
like
of twins.
fucking
Wait, two-
swingers.
Two dudes and two females.
But they're both twins. They're not. But yeah, as long as they're not related.
no.
Yeah,
Like, you know, there'd be two sisters and two
I
brothers.
think this happened before.
I think we're getting too deep into this conversation.
That'd be crazy. Just thinking about it, like,
Imagine if two twins married each other and they fuck.
yeah. And imagine if a set of women
came out
and a
with
set of
quadruplets.
males, you know, married each other. You know, the woman and the dude, and the woman and the dude.
I was like, I'm trying
Okay,
to get the fuck
and
out the
then-
way.
Here's another question, though. Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna cut you off right now. I'm gonna tell myself something too.
No, I mean,
No, it's related to this.
Oh,
though.
okay.
What if one set of twins had a baby and the other set of twins had a baby,
Oh,
and then they
baby's
traded?
fucked? The baby's fucked?
yeah.
No. The twins, the parents traded with the
Oh.
twin, like the babies, right? The second set of babies, would
I
they
see.
come out
I see.
fairly the same?
What if
You know what I
they-
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
okay,
What if they
okay.
looked almost the same as well?
yeah.
What if they were like identical because of that too?
I'm pretty sure some Nazis did some training back in the day.
Ah,
Who knows?
yeah. You never know.
I'm pretty sure. They probably did
I
that.
could see that scenario happen. I could see the Nazis doing something
Some
like
fucking
that.
Wolfenstein shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some what's the Aryan?
Let's see if we
master
can
race
turn their eyeballs
ex-
blue.
Let's see.
We shall
Exactly.
experiment on these people
That's really good. That's good. I like
and
that.
make sure if they do not do it, we are going to
Get the doctor.
exterminate them.
Exterminate them.
No, we joke about it, but
It's
this
probably
shit
true.
really happened. Like,
No,
My
it was,
finally
it was
gotta
not
see-
fun,
like,
dog.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
not fun.
Fräulein, you'll be fucked by this man and his
man.
brother.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez.
Have
It probably
fun, Zell.
happened.
Have fun.
It probably happened.
Yes. Damn, that's
Too. Damn.
Dude,
Oh.
it's like Wolfenstein, right? Just
Yeah.
imagine if Germany actually won. Like, imagine that shit. Like, Man in the High Castle,
Yeah,
right?
oh,
That
yeah,
shit.
I
man.
guess so.
Like, imagine that
I
shit.
fucking love Man in the High Castle.
Like, if Japan won too, like, and if like California was owned by fucking Japan like that and all that
Mhm.
shit, I'd be like,
that'd be
man.
nuts, dude.
that did give me a thought of like even the current day. Like what if you saw like something streaming down from the sky, like a rocket trail behind it, and then just land in like far away in the distance. It was like a huge nuclear explosion.
Oh, dude, I flipped the fuck out.
And you realize that
Dude.
we're actually under attack from other countries. So what if all the other countries, like, you know what, fuck the U.S. and just started going after us?
I think the danger it would. I think the danger it'd be risking because of just what we know nuclear explosions do
Mm-hmm.
to our environment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would be a nuclear explosion that it would be. I think it'd be something else.
It'll be a straight.
It might be a biological attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's probably the
I
most
could see
likely.
that.
In my
Cleaner.
opinion.
Have you guys watched Jack Ryan?
I was gonna say Chernobyl.
Yeah.
No, not Chernobyl.
Yeah,
Jack
Jack
Ryan.
Ryan.
The series
Oh, the
on,
series? No.
on Amazon.
No.
Okay, that's exactly what they did. They did they chemicalized. They made is it a chemical weapon out of the Ebola virus?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's
and
fucking crazy
yeah.
though, dude.
but it's feasible.
It
That's
is,
the
yes.
crazy thing, that
Yeah.
it's feasible.
Yeah.
Like they can do that. They can launch something that would release this gas
Yeah.
that contains the Ebola
Now,
virus.
it
That's
couldn't-
like.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
continue.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like that's like next level from what they did in like World War One when they
Yes,
did like the
yes.
mustard gas
oh
in
yeah,
the trenches and
mustard
stuff.
gas and all that.
Like
shit,
that's one thing,
Mhm.
but like to put an Ebola virus,
Yeah.
Yes.
the Ebola virus into like a gas and
Mm-hmm.
let that go.
And we'll just breathe
Freely,
in like it's
you know what I
nothing.
mean?
They don't even have to do Ebola virus. They can just
It
inject
could be
somebody
anything, really.
with the sickness. That's what happened to
That was
somebody at
part
the
of it.
airport. Yeah, they can go to the airport then flies to somewhere else.
Right.
It's basically the movie Outbreak.
Yeah. Basically.
Basically. But
we're just not coming up with original ideas here. We're just like
no.
forgetting that we know these movies and they're like, oh, I have a great idea.
Oh yeah, dude, man,
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah.
We're fucking genius.
Simpsons did it.
like South Park. Yeah.
Sep says that.
Yeah. But I thought about that. Like, what if I did see some bomb being bombed on Los Angeles as I'm just doing a normal day? We're driving from work. We're
You're coming back from the Simi
podcasts
Valley
or something like that, and I just see it happen over the mountain, and all of a sudden, whoosh, and it's like
LAX gets a huge ass nuclear
I would have to
explosion.
think about,
something.
okay, who do I know in that area? Is it nearby Joe? Is it downtown? You know, because even if the blast blows, the
If it is,
shockwave
it's a
kills you
nuke,
too.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was a nuke and if it was in downtown, it doesn't matter. We're all dead. I think we
we're
would
all
all be dead.
Yeah.
Like, of course, there's like that fucking blast radius and all
There
that
is,
shit.
there
And then
What is the blast radius of a nuclear explosion?
that's a good question. I actually don't know.
It's like a shit. I
But
think
if
it was
the
like
blast
2
doesn't
square
kill you,
miles or something like that.
The shockwave will.
Oh
for
yeah, that's
sure.
what I'm saying. Yeah, the shockwave will definitely.
Oh
kill you.
yeah.
What is the blast radius of a nuclear explosion?
According to Wikipedia, death is highly likely and radiation poisoning is almost certain if one is caught in the open with no terrain or building masking effects within a radius of 0 to 3 kilometers from a 1 megaton airburst, and a
kilometers. I said 2
50% chance
miles.
of death from the
Yeah.
blast extends out to approximately 8 kilometers
Yeah,
from the
see?
same 1 megaton
Kilometers.
atmosphere.
Holy shit.
We'd be fucked, dude.
And that's
Yeah.
a 1 megaton. That's not even the
That's
the
the-
hydrogen.
yeah,
bomb.
that's like
the
little
atom.
boy. You know, that's not fat man.
Yeah. And then we did a hyper what's it called?
The
A hyper
hydrogen?
atom bomb or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a hydrogen
It's
bomb
the
or
one where
something,
they
right?
did in the sky, and then the one they did in the ocean, which is like 4 or
God
5 times that.
damn.
Yeah, no, crazy. We've created
8
some crazy stuff
kilometers
though.
for like the little regular
Mini
nuclear
one.
bomb. Like,
That's literally from here to downtown.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. Well,
Yeah.
5 kilometers is 2.5 miles, right? Or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
So that it's like 5 miles.
yeah. Aren't we about 5
no,
miles?
we're like 3.
3 miles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Downtown's very close from here.
Yeah.
You can take a bus
See.
to downtown from
Yeah.
here.
You'd have to be in Santa Monica to barely feel the effects of it.
Yeah,
The blast. You
Ooh,
would kind of
shit.
feel the blast a little bit in
Damn.
Santa Monica.
yeah.
That's
That's why I'm in the valley.
Santa Monica's what, 15 miles away. So
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
You'd definitely see it.
Yeah.
I'd feel pretty toasty at my house
You would.
yeah.
over in the
But
west side.
Yeah. But we used to actually do that in the US. We would blow up nuclear weapons outside of Vegas.
Like
and people would
testing and
watch it.
shit. Yeah.
It's wild. It's so I don't know. I just think I don't it's not like I'm dismal all the fucking time, but sometimes I walk out of the grocery store thinking, damn, I wonder if I saw something in the distance. What the fuck would I do?
That's crazy, man.
I don't think there's much you could do.
No.
You just have to look
Shit
at it and
myself.
just accept your fate.
You
know?
know when
Cry?
you're like for those of you who live in LA, like when you're coming down off of like La Cienega, when you from like Ladera Heights and stuff.
Okay.
So when you're coming down into the city,
Yeah.
you could see like a pretty good chunk of the city.
Mhm.
Like from the Culver City stairs almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
around
yeah.
that area, like yeah. From Mike Kenneth, whatever.
Mhm.
Kenneth Hahn.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Kenneth Hahn. So when you're coming down that, you could kind of see a good portion of the city. So the other day I was driving and it was a cloudy day, but there were still like sun rays
Oh,
bleeding
yeah.
through, you know, so
Yeah.
you could see like little patches of sun
Oh, cool.
hitting the city. And I was thinking, like, what if those were like alien rays coming down? That's exactly what it would look like.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, you know, so some fucking
Somebody
you know,
getting fucking
alien
like
laser beams
abducted
coming
and shit.
down, and that's what the invasion would look like.
Yeah.
See some fat ass clouds that aren't even, you know,
It's
aren't
not
even
windy,
clouds.
but they're moving.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're ships,
Yeah.
and these rays are coming down, hitting, and I was like, damn.
It's true.
That would be crazy.
It's good. It's trippy when the idea is that you have to get your mind to a serious mode too. Sometimes I ask these questions to people, and they just come up with some quick, silly answer. Like they don't really take the serious time to think about, you know, a catastrophic event because they think, you know, maybe earthquakes or something that we know is tangible. But I mean something that is so mind-boggling, you would never in a million years think about it.
Yeah.
People just can't take it so seriously. It's like they can't conceive, you know. It's something
What-
about the
And in all honesty, none of us can really. I'm sure if the shit ever goes down and it does happen, like none of us will ever be able to guess what it was. Like we'll be like, wow.
yeah.
Like it's probably not even anything that we've ever mentioned. Like if an invasion or some catastrophic event like that happened,
Sean turns into an alien creature.
A
What the
fucking
fuck?
mutant.
yeah, but it'd be
He has
crazy. It's like,
superpowers
A
and shit.
fucking Magneto, bro.
we'd never even like
Geno
any
Magneto.
idea that we think we have about what, say for example, an alien race
Mhm.
were to come.
Mm-hmm.
Like any idea that we think we have is probably
It's
not
not
what's
just
going to
shit.
happen.
No.
Like
No.
we probably can't even fathom what it's going to be,
Nope.
and that's the scary part.
Especially walk down from your balcony. Oh, look out, Joe.
That's just kind of how life is too, man. You
Yeah.
can prepare all you fucking want.
That's true.
Sometimes it's just not gonna fucking work
Exactly.
the way you planned.
No,
man.
that's
Just-
true. That's absolutely true.
It'll fucking throw you a curveball. So
Same
Yeah.
thing. It's
you gotta be ready for that shit.
It's the same thing
Oh,
with
yeah.
it's like what when they say if you're going to be ready for a kid, you're never ready for a kid. As you can be as ready as you think you are, but every child is different.
Mm-hmm.
Every parent is different, and you're just never going to be ready. Like you could have all the diapers and all the fucking wipes and all the every little bullshit little thing that I have here,
Joe has
like,
it all.
and it's some of it's never even been used. Like
Damn, my parents
know?
would never spend that kind of money on me.
and because
Fuck.
you're just sometimes it's not even necessary. But yeah, like
aliens.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
See,
like
so
that.
it was like that. It was like
Okay.
we're watching Blue Plan, and there's like these sunbeams coming
Clouds,
down. Like,
yeah.
so it was like that. I was like, damn, that'd be crazy.
And you can't walk through it. But how can you avoid it? It's a fucking
can't.
ray
You
from
can't,
the fucking
yeah.
sky.
You can't. There's no way you're gonna avoid it. It's gonna burn into the ground.
Yeah.
So even if you're like you try to get underground,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
dig
Like,
in there too. Like
don't go to the fucking metro, the
Hell
subway.
no. I
'cause
know.
man.
Yeah.
Because
it
even
won't
then,
protect you.
yeah, it won't protect you because the subway gets air ventilated in
Mhm.
there.
Mhm.
So if some catastrophic event happens,
Yes.
all that air is cut.
It's cut.
It's
It's
cut.
it.
So if you're underground,
Yeah.
you're gonna have no air.
And
And
the
you're
crazy
fucked.
thing is, there's some things out there that sound science fictional, like we're talking about, but are actually kind of be hypothetically true in certain science communities, like the Earth stops spinning, or we get hit by a meteor, or something else can come out of nowhere,
Dude.
like a fucking black hole, and suck our asses up. And the black hole could be the size of our solar system.
Fucking
Like,
and
That's-
what? And we
Yeah.
can do nothing.
Nothing.
And that's a real thing. That's not, you know,
That's not a theory.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
not.
that's a real
I
possible
guess.
scenario.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we have scientists, we have organizations who actively look for any potential
Make sure
meteors
it's-
that are headed our way. And the fucked up thing is that we can't even do shit to
Nope.
stop them. Like,
We
Dog,
just
hey,
point.
Armageddon,
It's
dog. Armageddon.
dude, for
Where's Bruce Willis at? Where the
Where's
fuck he
Bruce
at?
Willis?
Bruce Willie.
Fuck
Bruce Willis, where you at?
But yeah, it's crazy. Like
Oh,
we're
oh,
actively,
My bad, you guys.
You're
Oh
good.
shit.
we're actively looking for, meteors and all this stuff
Yes, we are.
that are in our trajectory,
Mm-hmm.
that are headed our way, and it's fucked up because we wouldn't even be able to do anything if we spot them.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
don't. We are so tiny compared to just our own fucking solar system. Anything could happen. We could
Yeah.
get another floating sun could be floating into our solar system. Then we get two suns, and at some point they might merge or some weird.
There could be a
shit.
meteor as big as our solar system.
Yes, a meteor
As big as our solar system. And the crazy shit is that we wouldn't even know. We'd just be dead.
Yeah.
Like,
All the stars are disappearing
The
in the
crazy
sky.
thing
I
is,
wonder what's going on.
if it was as big as the solar system, you'd be able to see it from way the fuck up there. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like light years away, and you could see that shit
yeah, just
coming at
getting
you.
bigger and bigger. Oh,
Fuck
man.
that, dude. I'd be like, Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, where y'all at, man?
Imagine-
yeah.
imagine they wouldn't even be doing shit. It's
They'd be
a
like,
pin,
I'm
the
an
size
actor.
of a
Yeah.
pinhole. Like
Yeah. Have you seen an ant just flicked it?
Yeah.
that's that we would be that ant.
Yes.
We'd be smaller than that ant.
Yes, we'd be like the fleas in the ant's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be fucking.
And
Dude,
just-
that's
crazy,
fucking
man.
Nah.
minuscule if you think about it,
Imagine
bro.
one day
Yeah.
we just walk out and just see like a tiny black dot in the sky.
Ah, fuck. I
A
shit
tiny
myself.
black dot in the sky.
And we wouldn't know what the dot is, right? Or is it a black hole that's somehow opening up?
Who knows?
Fuck, dude.
But
yeah.
it's small. It's like a star in the day.
I take all my money and
This
bang
is like
somebody.
something straight out of an anime. You know what I mean?
For
Like,
real.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the black hole in
it's out
the
of a-
sky.
It's out of a Final Fantasy video game.
Oh,
Like, they've summoned meteors.
so it came out of Japan. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Came out of Japan.
God damn it, Japan!
I mean, we technically
done it again.
We technically are creating mini black holes on this planet. Apparently, black holes have been forming all over the place, like just tinier than tiniest of the tiny, on a molecular scale. So it's just, I don't know. It's just there's so much weird and trippy shit, that's out there that we have no idea. Which is why it's very, I wouldn't say rude, but it's very disconcerting to just shove off, when you receive questions about what's out there. It should be anything is out there.
Infinite
and that's
possibilities.
That's it. You should
Infinite
stop right there.
possibilities. Yeah.
But even scientists, we would limit what you can see out in space, which is shouldn't be happening.
Right.
Scientists are limiting.
I would say so because we try to make things a lot of finite. This is what this is. This is what this looks
Yeah.
like. This is how these work. You look at any sort of TED talk or you listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about stuff. It is very vague and very generic. But then we'll speak about something so reassuring that that's the right answer of all eternity. And it's like, you never been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll never even be in our lifetime. We'll never even see some of these things. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and we're theorizing that that's what it is. We're like,
Yes.
nah, dog. Like,
Yeah.
it might not be that.
Some things you can get close to, but I don't know, it just because it comes out with a certain amount of like data and information being put into your face, it overlaps the things that are truly imaginary. But it's weird. It was like when I was saying about talking about how if you speak to a scientist about like alternate dimensions and universe and stuff like that, they'll give you like an equation and all that stuff. If you talk about alien technology, be like, well, that's sort of science fiction, but and like can't give you a good answer, kind of brush you off like you're crazy. But when you talk about something you truly have nothing know about, they pump out certain
Like theories and
yeah. I forget. I'm
Blah, blah,
not sure it was
bullshit.
multidimensional, but it's things like that. That's what I would say about the limiting factor. It feels like there's very little imagination in the science community, even though there is. No, they'll mention it, but you have to see. Anybody who's listening to this podcast, go and listen to a lot of these TED Talks, and physicists and theoretical physicists talk about certain subjects and dualities of what we consider science fiction and real.
they're
You'll
all
see.
about the numbers.
Yeah.
I think it was this pod that you guys were talking about, that guy Michio Kaku or
Yeah, we
something
did.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how
Yeah.
like he wouldn't directly answer the fucking
Yes.
question. Is
Yes.
that kind of tied
Yes.
into what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you go on making yourself like you have the solution.
Yeah.
You don't have the answers, B.
Yeah.
Don't have the answers.
You ain't a real one, dog.
Well, they only grab like 4.0s and high for like NASA and stuff like
Right.
that. And they would just play around with these rockets and stuff. But they would say, because we know how to make them, only us should be allowed to like mess with that. They gave a lot of flack to Elon Musk to try and make his own rocket company
Because he wasn't.
He's
not a scientist.
Yeah, in that science community, and it's like, apparently there was rumors they got spit in the face by Russian intelligence, something like that, saying that you won't be allowed or you can't make rockets or something like that. I've been told this, so it's all verbal, but it's
No.
like I can understand how, because I've seen it, how people in the science community is like, if you don't know what we know, you can't do what we do, and I feel like that's kind of limiting.
And he's our real life Tony Stark.
Yeah, he's making things happen. He's doing stuff way faster than what NASA would have done or take. All that bureaucracy.
Oh, hell
and
yeah, dude.
white people and all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
White people.
Yeah.
White people.
So do you think there's like a certain like extent of corruption
Oh yeah.
in NASA? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, look how long it took for that Project Blue Book to become, or Paperclip become public information of them hiring Nazi scientists to develop their program. And it's just it's a very and we have the hidden figures about, how they supposedly
Suppressed,
interact with
yeah.
women and their
Women from-
communities. So it's like it's a very big white male boys club.
Is it white male still?
I would say
Predominantly?
in the upper management, the ones that you can't say no to, that has all the information and secrets, probably, for sure. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it'll take for Tesla to start finding that information too. Like, say NASA has a lot of confidential information that they haven't released to the public.
Mhm.
A lot of secrets, right? Just about our planet, about
Everything. Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
right? So the fact that Tesla's moved so fast and come up so fast, how soon will it be before they start
Doing some secret shit.
finding out a lot of secrets?
Yeah.
No, or discovering a lot of secrets before NASA does.
Who's to
You
say
know?
they haven't already?
Oh, who knows? I mean, shit.
God damn, right? Like it's seriously though,
Simpsons did it.
it's a hell of a question to pose right there, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who's to say they haven't already?
I mean, how are you getting that
But-
Hyperloop built so quick, Mr.
Well,
Elon?
but Elon Musk has also historically been someone who puts the information out there.
Yeah.
He's just like for
the batteries for the Tesla,
how
those
all
are
that.
made?
She's like, it's free. Go check it out.
Can you believe how
do
those are
something with
made,
it.
by the
Yeah.
way? The Tesla batteries, any of those car batteries, it's literally just a series of like AA batteries, but there's just like 2,000 of them in a pack.
What? That's
And they
fucking
link it up.
nuts.
I was like, really? That's the triumphant jump ahead in our technology is you took a AA battery and you linked up 3,000 of them.
The way I see it, do I have to fill up gas?
Hey, my guy, listen.
I was
You
like,
know-
Because you didn't come up with it. Maybe, see, you were overthinking it the whole time.
Yeah, it don't mean you
God.
can't take advantage of that shit. You know what I mean?
Edison didn't create electricity.
no, he didn't. He stole it.
You know, Tesla didn't create electricity.
No, yeah. Well,
They
did
just
AC
took what
cam.
all
It
was already out there
Yeah.
and just
You know,
used
that's
it for their advantage.
that's the one information I got from Bill Gates, personally. You know, he was my homie.
of course,
Yeah.
of course. You know,
Talking to
what
him
up, Bill?
yesterday. I had a cup of tea with him.
Yeah.
Cup of tea.
You know, he has a piece of the Berlin Wall in his lobby, just sitting there. I had a picture of me. Like,
Is that
doing
how
some stupid
fucking rich he is?
It's ridiculous.
God damn.
I know. It's that. And this is in the lobby of not the main headquarters. This is like the lobby to the convention hall or like their auditorium. It's like it's not
it's nothing.
like
It's
there's a cafeteria right next to it. It's like it's just there.
this piece of history is just next to the cafeteria
No.
because you
Yeah.
get some taquitos or
Yeah.
Oh,
Taco Tuesday.
You mean this old thing?
No.
Yeah, this old
There's a
fucking
piece of
thing.
history
Just
of my
chilling there.
Yeah. Say how those are
Fucking
the,
sloppy Joe Wednesday over here.
Oh,
and then
dude.
oh, this is Berlin
what's
Wall.
that? What do you
I've had this since the
NBD.
80s.
NBD.
wipes his mouth off with the Declaration of Independence and shit. It's like, okay.
Like, jeez.
Nicolas Cage is going to show up at his house. I need the Declaration of Independence.
here to take all.
I'm taking it.
taking it.
He said one thing that was really true because obviously somebody had to ask him, how did you get so rich? I haven't heard that. But it was a little kid who said it, and he said, you know what? I couldn't believe he was giving out this information. He said, there's only two things you can do. You can either create something from scratch, which pretty much everybody has already created it. So that's kind of hard to do, to make something that nobody has ever seen or heard of.
Yeah, that's tough.
And the second thing you can do to get wealthy or successful risk is to find something new into something that was already created that nobody else has thought of before.
Right.
So, for example, there was software and computers long before Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. There was even a mouse with a colored screen that prints out what you see on the screen exactly as you see it at the Xerox headquarters in Palo Alto in California. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs got a tour of that and saw that they had Windows and all this other stuff in there. They both saw it and was like, And then when they left, you kind of get the creation of Apple and Microsoft. It's really trippy. When you watch documentaries of how they were formed, to hearing this information that you just told a sea of engineers, this is how you get successful. Find something that already exists and put it to
Steal
something new. Basically.
Steal the shit out of it.
Basically.
And put your name on
I mean,
it.
Yes.
You can think about it in the food industry the same way.
Yeah.
Like fusion foods are like so fucking good sometimes.
Oh,
And
fuck yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
And I was like,
I kinda wanna
wow.
go get some after.
I think I was the only one in the room that was like, did anybody just hear what I just heard from
Dude.
Bill Gates?
Basically,
Yeah.
I mean, look at
Pretty much anything. Look at
Anything.
anything. Our PlayStation,
yeah.
there was already Sega, Nintendo, and then PlayStation
fucking
comes out
Atari.
with Atari.
You guys remember Atari?
All
God
these
damn.
things existed, and somebody decided to go, oh, it doesn't do this. Hey, let's make something new.
Make it do that.
Yeah. Business 101.
God
Steal it and
damn.
slap your name on it.
Steal it and slap your name on it. Say you did it.
Yeah.
I think another factor
Music
also
is the
has to
same.
be
Mhm.
like, like
Music is
as
the
long as
same.
it improves on what it's
Yeah.
already existing.
Supposedly.
There's only one music
Yeah,
scale.
like-
Yeah.
The scale is what it is. And there's only going to be a certain amount of sequences that you could use
Mm-hmm.
to create a song, So, yeah, definitely you're going to get some repeats,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm surprised we haven't repeated at all. Like, have any of you two ever heard or feel like we ran out of the English language being used on a lot of music? Like, you're repeating the same anecdotes and
I see what
connections that, like, how often are you going to say, I love my baby,
Yeah, no, I see where you're going with that
Yeah.
one. It's almost like a lack of creativity
It is.
if you put it that way. You know what I mean?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
It's like we can't figure something else to say to describe
So you
that.
guys have to listen
right.
to, Lucky Day.
What?
So Joe's on this lucky
I
day
know.
binge right now, you guys.
Oh, that's
He's-
right. That's right. You should go see him in concert.
Hey.
Dude, if you I just can't.
Dude, I'm
Can't
not
get
even gonna
enough of
lie
that,
though.
dude.
Lucky,
Yeah? You sucking-
I've heard
you
a couple
sucking his
songs
dick?
now.
Like
Okay.
It's very good music.
The
man.
Getting
thing
you all
is
wet like
that-
Joe?
okay, if you're a fan of like Frank Ocean,
Hmm.
who only releases music every 5 years, then you're definitely going to be a fan of Lucky Day because this guy sounds like a young Frank Ocean. I don't want to get into that because, who needs that?
Well, I thought there was more topics that Sean wanted to talk about because I know we covered two, but I thought there was one really important that you really want to get off your nuts.
My nuts.
Yeah.
Big ass Korean dick. Veiny bastard.
Veiny.
Kimchi flavor.
Kimchi.
Extra
Damn.
spicy.
The semen is soju flavor. Mango soju.
Don't even play with me like that, dog. I love mango soju. Don't even play, dog. Don't even
Viscosity.
play with my fucking the viscosity.
Oh,
Oh my
man.
god.
Y'all nasty.
Whatever.
Oh shit. Fucking goodness gracious. So I'm very active on Instagram. And
If you haven't noticed, people,
what you probably have.
Morning
well,
cup of
he
Joe.
posts like every like. I
Morning
haven't seen
cup
a
of
lot of
Joe.
morning cup of Joes though.
I haven't done Cup of Joe in a month, maybe longer. It was after Coachella because Coachella just took over my life and I was busy as fuck. But you know what? I need to get back on some Cup of Joe.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I kind of miss those.
Yeah.
Those are kind of nice and little fun anecdotes in the more not too long.
Yeah. You know what?
Give your inner thoughts. What we really think about.
I'm gonna get back on some Cup of Joe. Sorry guys, I will be back on some Cup of Joe.
Back at you.
I'm still trying to figure out what I was trying to get off my nuts.
All these hoes.
What could that be? What could that be? Is that your fucking boom hour? Was that what that was?
Yeah.
No, but okay, so
I reckon we're gonna do it like this.
But
so
Sit down on it.
okay, so do you guys get any of those do you guys get any of those Fashion Nova advertisements?
Yes, I
when
do.
you're
All the
scrolling?
fucking time, dude.
Jesus.
On Instagram.
We're
Bless
like
their heart, man.
talking about taking something that already exists and putting a new name on it.
Bless their freaking heart, man.
Jesus.
The models they have
It's
on
ridiculous.
those Fashion Nova ads.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Look at me.
Louises.
I got this swimsuit off of Fashion Nova.
Ah,
It's wild. Wild
they're
shit.
you know what? They're doing it right. They are doing it right.
Marketing
If you're
department
just-
is
yeah.
A-okay.
Yeah, you're getting some cheap ass clothes, but you're selling the shit out of them with
Yeah.
some phenomenal models. You know, and the crazy thing is that these models that they use, they're not like the Victoria's Secret
Yeah, like
supermodels.
the
that you
super
see.
famous ones.
Yeah,
no, yeah, they're
These
not.
are
They're regular
literally
Joes.
Instagram models. They're
yeah,
IG
yeah,
models.
pretty much. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they finally found
A job.
a way of making money
On the ground.
on the gram. Yeah, really.
Mm.
Because these IG models have you know thousands of
Advertisements and followers. Millions of followers.
you know hundreds of thousands to millions of followers.
Yes.
They've been doing this forever because a lot of them. I mean, the IG model is not a new concept. You know,
What would they be doing? Like stripping or something?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that because I'm not going to take it there. You fucking asshole.
I'm trying to go
Yeah,
but
right.
I'm just saying.
but you know this.
I'm trying to
this
give
is-
you the most extreme example.
Fashion Nova has created an avenue for profiting for these women who have been trying to find a way to make money
Off their bodies.
through from their looks. I'm not going to say their bodies, from their
Why?
looks.
What's the difference?
Because they're not using their bodies. They're not actively going and
You gotta take you're using your body.
no,
to
you're
look
using your
good.
looks. It's different. Using your body and using your look is different.
How can
Using
you?
your body is, I consider that more on a like a sexual thing.
But why is it considered a sexual thing? Why can it be considered in everything?
But you're not using your body for that. You're using your looks
But your looks,
because you look
your looks
good.
require your
You're-
body. That's what I'm saying.
okay.
You can't.
Okay, we're saying the same
Well,
thing.
I mean,
Are
I
we?
think what he's trying to say is like you do use your body in the sense that when you pose and stuff, like you kind of contort your body. You know what I mean? Like I think that's what I'm getting.
How
out
can
of
you
it.
not
But so
use
it's
your
like,
body?
Yeah,
to
you're
look good?
essentially using
what I'm
your
saying.
body.
that's again, that's your looks. You're profiting off your looks, which is like what I'm saying is that Fashion Nova did something good because they know that these women have huge followings because of their looks. Okay, so they're offering these women a lot of money to use their clothing, which is cheap. It's pretty cheap clothing. Like
Mhm.
you know, it's probably made cheap as fuck somewhere.
You can find it cheaper at Ross.
Yeah, you can probably find it cheaper at Ross.
Just saying, dog.
But no, but the thing is that the thing is that if you're not smart enough, you won't find the deals because Fashion Nova gives you codes all the time.
That's true too. That's
for
actually
discounts.
true.
They give you like
I didn't
20,
put that in the
30% off codes all the time.
But
Yeah.
is it
I didn't
still
put that in
cheaper?
consideration.
It's cheaper because they're giving you 20-30% off of their clothing, which is already, it's not necessarily the highest price clothing either. It's decent. So they're using these models because they look good to advertise their product, which is moderately okay. The product itself. Because I have some Fashion Nova shirts that I bought. Not because of the models.
Totally.
Of course.
But geez Louise, man, they're just doing it right. They're models. Not to say, you know,
dang it, they're doing it right over there, over at
doing it
Fashion
right
Nova.
over there, Fashion Nova, looking all good, looking all sexy. I'm feeling some type of way about those girls. A peculiar type of way. I'm not objectifying women. I'm just saying. Goddamn. Fuck you, Keenan.
Fuck you, Joe.
Don't look at me like that.
You're trying to
Fucking
dilute
asshole.
the water.
You're
with
trying to
your-
dilute
with your
the water.
words. Don't dilute
Oh
it.
my god.
Say
Speaking
what
of
you really mean, bitch.
speaking of water quality, so I was in Portland, right? We were in Portland, and I had an Uber driver, and he was actually kind of making fun of LA.
Oh, really?
In terms of like, because you know, when you go to Portland, it's all fucking clean. Like when I drank water over there, it's
Beautiful. It's
like the
green.
crispest fucking water, the crispest air,
Yeah.
right? So like they take a lot of pride into that stuff up there, right? So this
Good
guy.
shirt.
Vietnamese guy, super heavy accent. He was like, "Hey, so how do you water the lawn down in LA? There's no water, you know. There's no water. How you do? You know what I'm saying? There's no water." That was his fucking catchphrase. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Know what
Every
I'm
time
saying?
he would say something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that girl has a big booty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fat ass. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get his info so that you could call him every time you needed a
No,
ride?
no.
It's just a long ass ride.
Yeah.
No,
He's talking about everything.
yeah, I wanted that right to end.
So he was talking mad shit because
I just, you know, just
It's
Oh.
but no, but you're right as far as it might have changed a little bit because you know we have been getting a lot more rain, but we're still very very perceptive to droughts, and the water
The
quality here
fires.
just sucks.
forest fires.
it's not Flint.
It's not Flint.
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we got to be grateful for that. I guess.
They bought or got cheaper material that turned
yeah,
out being.
yeah.
But
Flint
apparently
fucked
you
up.
can only get more poison lead in you from paint than you do from water. You know.
I believe it.
Are you saying that my place is poisoning you?
And your kids, make sure that lead paint wasn't used to paint these walls.
It wasn't lead paint.
There you go. It was banned in 50 states,
Yeah.
49 states. something
But
like that,
back in like the 80s.
whenever this was built.
God damn, you're fucking right. No, wait, no. I want to say this place was built in the 90s
Okay.
because otherwise, I'd be in rent control,
Mm.
and I'm not in rent control
Okay.
because after I forget what year, but it has
As a
to
cutoff?
building. Yeah, the building would have had to be built prior to 1990 or something like that for there to be rent control available for the building.
Mm.
If it wasn't, then there's no rent control. So that tells me that this building was built after 1990.
Okay.
It's something like that. I can't remember.
Mm.
But
No, I
Right?
know there's something like that implemented. So
yeah.
I know there's you're right.
And which I'm not even too bothered by the fact that I don't have rent control because I've been here for 5 years and my rent has probably gone up $200
Mm.
since I moved in, and rent around me in this area is probably like $700 more
Damn.
than what I pay for this same unit. I know. Well,
Will it max
I'm gonna
out?
say it.
You think
So
oh.
the unit.
I'm gonna
the
say
unit- The unit next to me is the same exact unit. has a second floor loft, has a big ass balcony, everything, and they pay like $500 or $600 more than I do
Damn.
for the same thing.
Damn, really?
Yeah. So when I got here at just the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Nice.
I'm reaping the benefits of living in
Of the
Cape Town.
system.
Of
Of
the
the
Yeah.
system, baby.
Will it get worse? You think? It'll never go down.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there have been talks that they're trying to establish or regulate the spike in rent. So I mean, if it does happen, that'd be fucking dope. Because it's getting crazy out here, dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude, it's getting
wild.
harder and harder each
Yeah.
day for people who live
it's
here.
so hard to live in LA, and it's not fair because a lot of the people who work here need to live here,
Mm-hmm.
and they end up having to move like fucking far
yeah. I mean,
just to be able to sustain a job.
it's not just LA too. Like I know a couple people from like San Francisco who have moved to like
Oh,
Oregon
yeah.
and shit for
Dude,
same reason. Like,
San Francisco is like
it's nuts out there
ridiculous,
too.
fucking one of the worst.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Damn. And it's something that is like, it shows you the kind of people we are. Like, if these companies move in and they got employees who are making $100K a year or more,
Right.
the fact that these landowners or even what do you call it, landlords are like, well, so many people have more money than you, so I'm going to raise the rent, get you kicked out, and collect more from these people. And this whole profit, this money,
It's this capitalistic
it's
society.
nasty. It's nasty, and it feels like there's not going to be a cap. You get the opportunity to just screw people over.
I feel like we're reaching a tipping point. Like, the fact that the quality of living has dissipated so much in LA in the last 20 years. We have to be reaching that tipping point where
Something
there's
has
going to be a
change.
crash.
Yeah.
There's going to be a crash, or there's going to be some shit that goes down that is going to change, and that can happen at any moment now. Like I feel like we're at that point where something will happen, within the next let's say the next 5 to 10 years, where either the citizens, or not necessarily the citizens, but the communities will advocate for better living, to improve the cost of living and to improve something has to happen. We're very close to it. I feel.
Okay.
Only time will tell on that though. Like
Yeah.
we'll find out soon enough, dude.
No, you're right. But it's gonna change.
It's gonna change.
So
Obama, he's gonna change
Obama.
everything.
Obama's
Obama
gonna change
coming back.
everything. You gonna see? He gonna make America great
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Jeez. If only we would have known it was Michelle Obama.
Change. Hope.
And she can probably run, right?
I thought she was planning to.
Would you
I
vote
don't
for her
think
if
that
she
she's
ran?
planning to, no.
You vote for her, right? No,
I would.
You would?
I would. I think,
think-
I'd do Bernie Sanders before.
I think I'd
anyone
have
else.
to. I think I'd have
Bernie.
to see who we had.
Feel the
I
burn,
wouldn't-
Bernie.
I wouldn't say I'd vote for her immediately.
It's because Joe votes Republican, no matter what.
Do you really?
No, I don't. Absolutely not.
Now that
Yeah, I
he's
voted for Trump.
He's in a new tax bracket.
Well,
So
right.
Hey, man, the tax bracket doesn't define me. All right,
Hey, let me
it
ask you
just
something.
defines
real
my
quick.
taxes.
Do you guys have friends that are Trump supporters
yes, and family.
and family?
I-
Yeah, no, same. I have family that are
Okay,
Trump
I don't
supporters.
know that I do. I don't know that I do. I don't think I do.
Do you
I don't
talk
know.
to your family, Joe?
I mean, once in a blue moon. You know? No,
Let's talk about it.
Well, I'm sure. I don't know that. Shit, I don't know. Because as far as social media is concerned, like I don't really see a lot of Trump-driven posts. So I'm not sure that
Maybe
I do.
it's not where you're checking, like we did last time about me not seeing posts of people.
That could be true too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, I'm sure I do. Maybe some of them just don't air it out.
Yeah.
As far as family, I'm not sure that I do. That'd be very counterproductive for our families, immigrant families, to be pro-Trump. That's
Even though there's
fucking
some
weird.
that are. Yeah.
Not so much necessarily. That it's more the like second and third generation Hispanic families.
Yeah,
But they're not immigrants
because they were already here.
because they've been here for generations.
Yeah, no, Asians are gonna start dealing with that soon too.
Yeah,
Like our kids,
exactly.
well, at least for like Korean Americans.
Mm.
Japanese have been here for quite a while, so that's a little different for them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Fuck Trump.
Yeah, no, fuck Trump, dude.
Fuck
I'm
Trump straight up.
Fucking sick of his fucking.
And if you
bullshit,
fuck with
dude.
Trump, fuck you too.
But still watch our podcast. and
FDP
listen.
Holmes.
Nah, don't watch our podcast.
Yes,
fuck
listen
you.
to it.
Yeah,
Fuck-
fuck,
fuck it.
you.
Fuck-
Fuck that puto.
Fuck you, fucking fucks.
We can still use them to our advantage.
No,
They're free
advantage is that?
advertisement.
Fuck Trump. And fuck his supporters. Pieces of shit. There's no way that you can tell me that you like Trump for the good that he does. Because if you can
No.
support
Trump
Trump,
is a good man.
if you can
he
support
takes care of
Trump,
me.
if you can say you support him, then you have to support him for everything he does. And that includes his racism.
Yeah.
So you can't say, oh, but he's done some good. No, because
Well, he hasn't done anything good for one thing. He has to have something done good for that statement to actually be true.
that's true too. And any little things that he's done that to make someone believe that he's done good
This
is
is a big lie.
it's
Yeah.
It's fat
bullshit.
ass lie.
One thing that I was getting worried about though was the whole thing with like North Korea and how they were fucking with everything, right? And like how Trump was like threatening to like fuck them up, right?
Yeah.
like,
dude.
think about that though. For like Koreans, it's like, yeah, Trump, do it, Trump.
We dare you.
Yeah, come on. No, not even that, but like
Yeah.
just to unify the country. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Oh.
in some sense, we would have had to like be grateful to some extent for that. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know how that sits with me. I don't know how I would react. I'd be like,
But see,
For a
see
unified Korea.
well, not that he would unify it
Mm.
per se, like, but like to, you know, he had a chance to fucking kill Kim Jong Un one time and he didn't take it. Imagine if he did though. That regime is gone.
What
Think
would
about
North
that.
Korea
do we know that the regime would have been over?
Well,
And here's
there's
the
actually
thing.
people under too, so we
if
didn't.
you- if
I
you
didn't
were
think
to-
about that.
yeah,
but
if you were to do something like, especially in aggression, like how would that affect South Korea?
that's true.
Because
too.
then, like, if he were to attack North Korea and do some
What's to say you
bad
won't
shit-
stop and do? Yeah.
No, not to say that the United States would do anything to South Korea, because we wouldn't. But if we were to show acts of aggression against North Korea is susceptible enough to say, all right, you want to fuck with us, then we're gonna fuck with South Korea.
yeah,
Because
the first thing they would do
you
is
have
nuke South
vested
Korea.
interests in South Korea, so we're gonna fuck them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And let's fucking do bad shit to them, and the Korean people will blame you because it's a repercussion to what you did to us.
Mm.
Which is why that was such a big issue, and that's why there was such a standoff.
Right.
Because USA, we couldn't go in there unless North Korea did something,
Mhm.
and gave us a reason to go in there.
Mm.
Otherwise, what you just said would become true. Like, yeah, it gives North Korea a reason to fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
Doesn't
So
it
it's
also
like-
show that other countries can do that to other countries too? Like if U.S. can do it to North Korea, maybe Russia could do it to something.
The
like-
Ukraine.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
exactly
exactly,
what
what they're
happened.
doing in
Yeah,
Ukraine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And China's doing it with like the South China Sea and all
Mhm,
that, like
Mhm.
all that shit. Like, yeah,
I mean, it's not to say that it doesn't happen. It's just like, just fuck Donald Trump, man. Fuck that
Eh,
motherfucker. Like,
I mean, I don't stand behind him
yeah.
on anything
It's just-
really.
It's just,
But it's just that's one thing that I would have had a hard time deciding my opinion on
Oh, yeah,
Politics
yeah,
if
are-
that had happened.
Mm.
politics are a weird fucking game, man.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
That one's-
Politics.
Politics that's why I try to stay so
Mm.
like I try to stay away from that type of stuff because it just ends up dividing people.
Yeah.
I don't like stuff that divides people,
Want to unite.
which is why I
Well,
fucking hate
also-
the galaxy.
That's why we have to have one world order, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Keenan. Come on, buddy.
What?
better than the Nazis.
Come on, man. Come on.
As the white man of this
Lee.
podcast, I like to say something.
The white ambassador.
As the white ambassador.
Hey, I'm from Santa Monica and I play ice hockey.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just as
pretty
equally a
much,
fucking
actually,
white
yeah.
ambassador.
He's like, well, I'm an engineer.
Yeah, I'm an engineer.
And I work for a roller coaster company.
What does that have to do with being white?
I don't know. It doesn't have anything.
Even though that industry is full of white.
White are
people,
just
yeah.
the craziest people to make fucking roller coasters. Like, they would be death-defying fucks.
No, man. I think Japanese people should start designing roller coasters.
They have their own.
Do they like? Oh, dude,
They
they'd
have
be
the,
fucking
they
sick.
used to have one of the world's tallest roller coasters until this was right before. This was right after Goliath. So after Goliath was made, then Japan had this. I don't want to be super racist, but I could have swore what I remember hearing.
Please.
That it was
Please do tell.
No,
Spill the
racist
beans.
comment ever starts with, I don't want to be sounding racist.
no. Well, because it's like fuck.
You're too deep
I'm
in the
not
well,
gonna
bro.
say it.
You-
I don't wanna say it. I
you
gotta
gotta
say it. Nah, fuck. Well, I'm not gonna look at the camera when I say.
I don't mean to be racist or anything, guys.
No, it was let me look it up. It's something called it was like the
Don't look at me. The what? No, you got to clarify that, buddy. Give it to us straight, buddy.
No, it's bad. I know I'm a racist, but I don't want to be that bad of one.
Because you can't think of
I just
the
want to be a
names that I know
mild
the
racist. Just
Japanese
mild,
names.
you know?
Yes. Just a little sprinkle.
I want to be Cholula, not Tapatio.
Hey, Chalupa.
Of racist.
Shit, man. It's just mildly spicy.
The chalupa of
It's the
racist.
right
Cholula
kind of
size.
racist.
Yeah.
It's the right kind of racist.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Your phone sucks. You're not gonna find it.
I am. Well, I should type it in your phone. Tallest.
Are you talking about the name that they gave it?
Yeah.
How is that racist though?
Because the name I'm gonna assume that
Is it like Godzilla coaster or something? Like, come on,
I
how bad
know.
could it be? How
I
bad could
know.
it be?
What is it's gonna be the samurai? It's gonna be the ninja? And like,
Yeah, we have worse here.
I
dog.
know.
That's like a Tatsu. Are you
I
kidding me?
know.
Okay, well the name
Drive
was
Tatsu for free after paying $56.99.
the name was Red Dragon.
How is that racist?
Sorry.
Because I came up with
You know
that
how
as
many
a-
There's
Chinese-
a fucking Chinese
Yo,
restaurant right
yo,
down the street called the Red Dragon.
What?
Like,
Exactly what the fuck I was about to say. You know how many fucking places I've seen named that? Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. That bullshit. You just made that racist.
That's what I'm saying.
By you being uncomfortable with saying that, you just made it racist. Ladies and gentlemen,
the
Keenan
white
is
guy in the group.
an
Yeah,
adamant racist.
you fucking suck. I hate you. I hate you.
jeez.
You
Oh,
you-
shit.
you both are bad.
You're really still looking it up.
Yes.
Yeah, that see,
And it's gonna
that's
be-
just a testament to how racist he is.
I know, for real.
Oh man.
You know what would have been racist if they called it the Red Sun?
No, the rising sun.
The Rising Sun.
The rising sun would have.
That would have been racist as
yeah,
fuck.
that would have been a.
You like, ooh.
Ooh, that's a touchy one there, Joe.
I know.
Ooh.
The real name of it is
Ooh.
called the right. No. It's Steel Dragon 2000.
Steel Dragon.
Steel Dragon 2000.
Hey man, we got Double Dragon, we got
Yeah.
Red Dragon over there. Rising Sun, yeah, fuck that.
300
Fucking
18
rising
feet.
sun, man.
Fuck
Just
that.
so much,
That would have been racist.
But there's
so
movies
much
called
bullshit
that.
behind that flag, dude.
About the flag of Japan.
Yeah, a lot of
Yes.
That's the thing. Like all the atrocities that they did,
Same
it was
thing.
under that flag.
Oh, okay. Like,
That's why
like
a
the
lot of
Confederate
Asian.
flag.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
very
It's
similar
like the
to that.
Confederate flag.
It's
yeah.
like
Okay,
the, it's like the Nazi flag to
that's
Asians.
so crazy. Really.
Which is why it's like it shocks me that there's so many people in American culture that like fly the
Yeah.
fucking rising sun flag because of like JDM and like the Japanese domestic market for like cars and
Mhm,
stuff and like
mhm.
yeah, it's like their thing. The rising sun sticker. It's like
Wow.
I see it every fucking where.
That's the same thing as if you said if Germany won, we'd have Nazi
yeah,
stuff
and it's
stickered
just,
everywhere.
it's more. It shows me more how like ignorant that person is
Yeah.
to
Mm.
the issue. You know what I mean? And all it really takes is just educating people.
Yes. Yes.
But
if you're
it's
gonna,
like
just
the
use
guy's
a
got to be
different
receptive
fuck-
to it too. you know
Use
what I mean?
their modern flag. Like it's
yeah,
different. Like
what's
Wait, so the flag
You know what
was
I mean?
changed?
Yes,
so the
it was.
Japan flag had a previous flag, and then after what,
Yeah.
1967?
after
whatever?
like 1945?
Okay, they changed it.
discontinued that one. But the thing is,
Oh.
a lot of the Japanese Navy still
Mhm.
flies it.
Mm.
So like when they go into like Korean waters and stuff, and like,
Oh,
It's like-
wow.
it's
yeah.
like it pisses them off. Yeah.
fucking horseshit, man.
No,
It's like
that one's a
the
touchy
Marine that
one.
comes back from Afghanistan and he puts the fucking Confederate flag on his truck.
Yeah.
No, it's exactly the same
It's
thing.
that-
Because when Southern people look at the Confederate flag, right, they
It's
see
like-
it as like heritage
yes,
and like
yeah.
history and shit like that. And Japanese people, they see it very
Mhm.
similarly. It's like, oh, it's part of our history. It's part of
Shit.
our past.
Is
How
there-
we
And the
gonna
Nazis
neglect
are
our
like, nah,
past?
fuck that flag.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The
Like,
Nazis are like, no,
How-
no.
that's what I'm saying though. How come
Yeah.
the Nazi?
Yeah.
How come the Japanese can't be like
well,
that?
yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Wow.
Like,
The
you-
Germans have completely absolved
Right,
like
like,
everything
they
regarding
said it-
Nazi.
They said sorry
They're
and
like,
all that.
yeah,
fuck that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So
we
why
fucked
can't-
up. You know what I mean?
Why can't Japanese do it? Why can't these southern states that fly the Confederate flag do it?
Mm.
I
Like-
don't understand that either. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Just
To the victor goes the spoils, I guess.
no. I just
Ja-
think it.
yeah.
I think it comes down to ignorance.
Mm.
It
Yeah.
just boils down to that.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
Don't be ignorant, motherfucker. Don't be ignorant.
As
Be
the white man
educated.
of the group, I will agree with that as well.
You don't
I
get
will-
an opinion.
okay. I know.
You don't need an opinion if
You
you're
don't.
white. It's like
Exactly.
shit. It's like,
Or you have
Sad.
too many opinions if you're white. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been. Oh wait,
Wait,
we gotta do
Gotta do
soapbox.
a soapbox.
talk. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
you
sorry,
always.
dude. I've
how
been
is that
doing
a
that.
rec-
I've
what?
been, sorry. Fuck you.
Joe's trying to end the podcast quick.
he's trying to get some food
All
right
right.
now, man. Because
I am
I'm
hungry.
starting to
I
get
am
hungry.
hungry.
You're hungry already?
I'm hungry.
yo,
Are
you
you hungry?
yeah, I'm
Yes.
fucking down
I
to
want
eat
some-
too.
We're gonna eat after this.
Can we go to that
Fuck yeah.
chicken spot, chicken waffle spot?
Yeah, we can go there.
I'm fucking down.
Because it
dude.
wasn't
Okay.
open. I
we
really
should go to
wanted it.
Kyo-chan.
You want to go
We
to
should
Kyo-chan?
order Kyo-chan.
Yo, Kyo-chan, dude.
We should order Kyo-chan.
I want chicken
TSG?
waffle.
But
Where
it's-
y'all at?
It's a.
Well, what's
it's,
Kyo-chan?
but
Where
it's,
y'all at with
it's
the
fried
Kyo-chan
chicken.
TSG?
It's fried chicken.
I'm
Korean
not like that.
chicken.
Yeah, well, you Joe.
It's fried chicken.
It's fried chicken.
Oh man, fuck you both.
Finger looking good,
That was racist.
Yes, it was.
So,
So
per
bees.
usual, we're gonna
So,
hit it with the soapbox.
Can I
talk.
actually go last? I want to go last.
Damn, guest is always supposed to go first.
I want to go
Pretty
first.
much.
You want me to go
What's
happening
first?
here?
going on? They're
I'm
taking
just-
over our show.
I guess I'm
Joe.
just calling the shots today, boys.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm
he's
sorry,
listening
guys.
too. This is recorded record.
No, no, no.
Joe can be swindled.
Keenan's gonna go first, and then Sean will go
Okay.
second, and then I'll go last because I always go last. So
You know
don't
what?
get to go
Hey,
last.
you know what?
Oh,
Hey, you
Joe's
guys want me to
putting
go
his foot
first?
down.
You guys want me to go first?
Why is it?
I will go first. Yeah. You
Oh.
know what? That's why
Well,
why
it's
would I?
customary.
Why would I fucking break tradition, dog? Why?
Oh, this guy.
This fucking guy.
It's an
man.
American right.
It's an American right. All right,
So-
Sean.
All right. So my soapbox talk
Mm.
is if there's ever anything that you wanted to do, like let's say it's a dream, let's say it's just any goal that you have, short term, long term, just fucking go for it, man. Just fucking do it. You never know what's gonna happen from that decision. Like the whole thing with the whole Capo, being a Capo of LAFC, like I never thought I'd be able to do something like that. And all it took was just saying, do it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Shia LaBeouf, just do it. That's literally what I did. And, so if you're having a moment like that, just fucking do it, dude. Just take that shot. There's this, famous hockey quote, Wayne Gretzky. You miss all the shots you don't take. You're never going to score if you don't shoot.
Mm.
So it's like, shoot your shot, kid. You know what I mean? That's nice and simple. Nice, sweet and short. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm.
Love it.
Yeah,
That was solid.
good.
Solid soapbox talk.
Yeah.
Love that.
man.
Yeah.
Just
Did you have more
Just
to
go
say
for it.
if you wanted to go last?
honestly, no.
He
man.
shot his shot trying to go
I
last.
shot
He got
my
denied.
shot and I got denied. You know what I mean?
Hey, but
Hey.
he shot his shot.
He shot his
Shooters
shot.
got to shoot, man. Shooters gonna shoot.
This
Gators
is
gonna
true.
gate.
Gator- Gator don't play no
Hey.
fucking games, baby. Gator don't play no fucking games. Hey, no, I ain't Tiger. Tiger don't
Tiger,
play no
goddamn right.
fucking games.
Supporting
Straight
it.
up, Tiger.
Straight
strike
up.
But I
felt
like
good.
that. I like the fact that you did shoot your shot. it didn't go 100%, which is great because a lot of people are afraid to shoot their shot because of the backlash,
Because of the rejection. Yeah,
the failure. And
Is this your soapbox talk?
No,
Is
it's
that
just
what you're
awesome.
talking-
I'm just making sure that what you did was a great example
Shoot or shoot.
for even when I talk about relationships all the time on this.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great thing. Next we'll have that as an actual topic. So my soapbox is I'm still highest, but no, my soapbox is the month of July, next month. All of next month, Keenan, always a good time with Keenan Duncan.
Always
is
a good time with Keenan
officially
Duncan, baby.
calling it quits on anything and everything. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to party. I'm not going to go to a club. If you have a birthday in July, sorry you have a birthday in July, but I'm not going to anybody's birthday party. No movies, no theater, no outings of any kind. If Joe buys a fucking hotel with a bunch of Fashion Nova models ready to just fuck me for 5 hours straight next month, I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to do the podcast. I'm going to come home straight after that. And that is it. July, it's going to be July goodbye. July goodbye is my saying, fuck this. I'm going to just go to work, save money. If I'm going to drink, I'm going to drink at home. If you're going to go out on a date with me, you better love Netflix and chill because that's exactly what I'm going to do. And that's it. I am fucking done.
We'll see about that.
For July. For July,
I don't
right?
know.
Just for
Just
July.
July.
Just July.
I don't
Just
know,
1 month.
man.
I know
Fashion Nova
me.
models. I don't know if you'd say no to that, Keenan.
Yeah. Shoot my shot. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I'm done. I'm not going to go out. If I do go out, you have permission to like slap me across the face or something. Give me some reprimand.
Joe's face, his face just lit up. Did you guys see that? Holy shit. He is cheesing so hard right now. Like if you're listening to this, you will, man.
But none of
he's
that
just like-
competition slapping where I like pass the fuck out.
Two big ass fucking
I know.
Russian dudes just fucking going at it.
Comes
For,
back from here and just like a
my
360.
friend, I am going to slap you.
And the one arm is bigger than the other.
Yeah.
Been training and shit. God damn.
None of that shit.
I've been
But
training for this all my
yes.
life.
Reprimand me if I don't follow through. But next month is my cutoff month for anything socially active after work.
And
Just July though, right?
Just July.
Is there a particular reason you're doing
you're
that?
going-
Am I
Yes.
allowed to ask that for the soapbox?
A lot of things overlapped one another, and I couldn't go to people's events. I got confused in my head when certain events happened and when they didn't. Spending a lot of money and sort of just coming home by myself. Everything in general is just it's not linking up where I'm. It's not.
So it's kind of a
Solid.
reset for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like a
that's
soft
what I
start
got
writing
out
a
of it
fucking
too.
book.
Yeah, I got
I'm gonna
that
do like I'm gonna try and have it associated with video games too. But then again, I kind of recently noticed that all I do is go home and watch movies and Netflix. I don't really play too many video games online anyway. So I'm gonna try and relate it to that too. But yeah, it's all that. All that's the reason. Yeah.
All right. So you're just bitter. I get it.
Pretty much, I'm bitter at myself for having too much fun, and I don't like it.
How's that possible, Keenan?
know.
I think every 4 or
But
5
okay,
years
what if
I
we
do that.
invite you to an LAFC game?
Not gonna do it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
August. There's plenty of games
August.
in August.
Fuck it then.
Mm-hmm. And it sucks because a lot of movies are coming out next month.
Just so you know, I'm very, very persuasive. So
I can vouch for this.
just so you
the
know,
Fashion Nova Hotel. Is that what I'm doing?
Spider-Man Far
I
From
know.
Home, it comes
It's
out
coming out.
next month.
I didn't see Godzilla. I still haven't seen Hellboy. I didn't even see Attila. Not Attila.
Alita?
Alita. There's like
Battle
8-9
Angel was
movies
so good.
that I was supposed to watch.
Yeah,
that I
you
haven't
never
done.
came out with
So
me.
it's possible. I
Yeah,
mean,
you're
Joe,
right,
Joe is
actually.
very convincing, but it is possible I could say no and then quickly hang up the phone and like, please don't call me.
Yeah.
Please don't call me back. Please don't call me back. Please don't call me
And then
back.
it rings like, fuck, I'll be there in 5
I'll be
minutes.
there.
Yeah.
I seem to remember I had gotten tickets for Endgame.
We didn't go.
But
I wasn't there.
And you didn't show up
I know.
because you thought it was at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was actually at 7.
Exactly.
And you were masturbating watching Community or some shit.
Parks. Was it Parks?
It was Parks.
It was Parks.
Yeah, it was Parks.
I forgot what it was. It's like work. It was like
I have the text.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That was.
Oh, it was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah. You were like, this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine is hilarious.
it's so good. Oh,
I'm like, dude, I was like, Keenan, I know you're fucking with me, right? He's like, oh, why? I'm like, Keenan, this movie's about to start in like a couple minutes.
It's like 5
He's like,
minutes.
oh, fuck. I fucked up.
I could totally see that in my head.
But that's,
Yeah,
that's what he's talking about. He got confused,
Got
mixed
confused.
dates, mixed times.
Everything.
All right, well, fuck it.
So I'll be planning a lot. I'll be planning for Joe's comeback show. I'll be
I can't
planning
wait for that, by the way.
Yeah, August. I'll be doing a lot of planning. I'll be researching and I'll be doing stuff. Just not.
Like you'll still be like staying
Yeah.
productive and stuff. It's
Yeah.
Not going to spend.
No.
Just gotta
Or
chill on the
splurge
social
shit.
You invite
aspect
me to
of life,
something, my wallet's staying at home. Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's my out. You said you just won't spend money, but if I get you the ticket, you better come, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Let's hope I remember. Jesus.
It's a hell of a loophole you found there, sir. Hell of an exploit.
Like, hey, you never said that I couldn't pay for the ticket.
Yeah.
You're like,
Keenan's
fuck.
over here like, you goddamn motherfucker. Why you do this to me, Joe?
It
Why
has
you
been
do
locked.
this?
It's done.
The fate has been
already,
sealed.
Exactly. You already finished your soapbox. You already said what you said. It's on record.
My soapbox is it
So
over?
you never mentioned that that someone couldn't pay for you.
Oh,
It was
fuck.
at this moment Keenan knew he fucked up.
This fades to black.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Sean, that's funny.
You
That's
fucked
fucking
up.
funny. We'll
All
see.
right.
We'll
Oh,
see.
shit.
We'll see. It's
Well,
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get on my soapbox talk. My soapbox talk is about anime.
Oh.
So a lot of people know that I'm a huge fan of anime. Just in general, I love anime. And this year there has been a huge surge of just phenomenal anime that has popped up. We got the return of Fairy Tail. We got the second half of Attack on Titan, the season 3 back. And then we also got like My Hero Academia. We got Black Clover, which are shows that came out last year. But there has been like a surge of just some great anime out, and I kind of just want to air them out because I just think that people should watch them. If you haven't, you need to do so. There is an anime called The Rising of the Shield Hero. It's based on a novel that was made into manga and then an anime. So it's pretty dope. It's there have been a lot of animes that have been coming out regarding like AR, like augmented reality or virtual reality and all that. So like kind of like Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. So this is another one of those type of animes. This guy lives in what we consider the real world. You know, he reads this book and suddenly he's teleported it to like this fantasy land. Yeah. Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Look at Keenan taking credit for all this bullshit again. Look at that.
I didn't say shit.
So there's Rising of the Shield Hero. It's a really good anime. Check it out. It's in its 22nd episode, I believe, right now. I started watching it like 2 weeks ago, and I'm already caught up. There's one called Demon Slayer. That's on its 12th episode. Basically, this kid leaves his family to go. He's a merchant, so he leaves his family to go sell some stuff. He comes back, and his whole family, with the exception of his sister, has been slaughtered. And then it turns out that his sister
is turning into a demon. So he tries to save his sister, and then he meets a demon slayer who kind of like gives him a pass on his sister and says, "Look, if you're trying to do this, if you want to save your sister, go talk to such and such. You got to become a demon slayer." And it's just basically the story of him becoming a demon slayer, which is super dope. There's that, and then there's another anime. Well, I've been super tough on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's a very old story. It's been around since the 80s. It started in the 80s, but they revitalized an anime. They started an anime back in 2014, and now it's on its 5th season, I think. But it's really good. If you ever played, they had a PlayStation 1 game for it. It was a fighting game, which is fucking dope. And then they've made a couple of other fighting games for the PS4, but those, I don't really like those. But anyway, that's not the point. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is dope. And of course, you got Black Clover. You got all these other ones. Mob Psycho 100 came back too. Season 2. That is a fucking great anime. And One Punch Man came back too. That was on hiatus for like 2 years. So there's a lot of dope ass anime. If you like anime, this is a really good, or if you never watched it, it's a really good time to get into anime.
It's a good time to be alive.
Hell
baby.
yeah. Hell yes. 2019 motherfuckers.
Halfway over.
Just hey,
I know, that's crazy too.
2018 was kind of difficult, right?
Yeah.
But 2019, I've made it my bitch, dog.
You really have.
Nice.
Honestly,
I made 2019 my bitch.
You really have, dude.
Yo,
you really have.
This year has been so good to me.
Hey.
Man, we're all winning.
We're all winning, baby. We're all winning.
In some way, shape, or form.
We all winning, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast is doing well.
Yes,
We're
it
living
is.
it.
We still need to do the slappers.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We're gonna be coming out with merch, guys.
Yes.
In the next couple of months, maybe during your hiatus from partying, we'll start developing more shit. No. I'm saying that we can start. This would be a good time for us to like really look into
Do some
merch and
serious
what we're
stuff.
doing, like slappers.
Trying to get some YouTube
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot of dope stuff. So merch will be coming soon. That's gonna be great.
I'm glad you guys are on iTunes now, by the way.
Hey,
there you go. Yeah, we're
Congratulations.
no more fuck
Finally.
iTunes. We're back. We're here.
We love you.
We're here and we're loving it. Hey. And that, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
has been episode 31
Do you want to sing us
of
out?
the None of Our
with the
Business
beatbox?
podcast. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, noob. No.
I thought he was gonna play like some epic trumpet shit.
We thought he was gonna get into his jazz bag. He farted.
Oh my god! Eat your woman out.
That's art, baby.
Suck your man.
That's true art.